strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been finger banging superheroes all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Video. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit on my left. Your boy Stitch.
We're about to go harder than Jigsaw's face in a mirror.
Ooh, like it. Engineering on the 1 to 2, choke people out on the 3s and 4s. Chronos.
Everybody, clap your hands.
Ah, Zodiac. In the middle, we got the oldest ninja in the world, Old Ninja.
Sometimes you need to make an example of a motherfucker because you done told them twice.
Ooh. Last but not least, we got returning your boy Blue.
Guess who's back? Back again. Blue is back. Tell Anita.
Oh, man.
Damn. Best intro right off the gate. All right. Who we got in the chat?
First in the chat would be Matt. What's going on? Matt from PreRecorded Live. Good to see you once again. And listener of the week would be, of course, Mr. X, but second to him would be Roy Sandoval. What's going
What's
on,
up,
y'all?
Roy?
Roy Sandoval, isn't that like the dude from Book of the Evil Dead?
No,
That's Ray Santiago.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
Yeah, we had him on the cast, bro.
I know, I forgot his name.
Oh, shit.
Some weird technical.
Yeah, I need to fix that.
All right, while he's doing technical.
Are y'all about to be sniped? What the fuck?
We're about to Skype.
All right, Old Ninja, did we have anybody substantive or important, noteworthy in the pouring out Hennessy?
No, I didn't see anyone noteworthy. I'm sure, of course, somebody died.
Hey,
but,
print out.
Print out. But yeah,
Oh.
no big star RIPs, no pouring out cognac, Hennessy.
That's all right. That's a
Oh,
a
or
good thing.
40 dog.
good 40
yeah.
water. Okay. While the stuff is getting corrected, we're obviously really happy to have Blue back up on here.
I've been gone for 2 weeks, man. That's the longest fucking time.
God damn, yeah. It has been a fucking long
Lifetime.
time.
Yeah. Nobody noticed I grew out my beard and shit either.
I noticed.
Yeah, we know.
I didn't want to sound gay, though.
No, so I did it for
Charity.
No, not for. Well, it was supposed to be for that, but I didn't like sign up for a sponsorship or anything.
No
But
shit,
for November, yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was
It was no nut November.
Yeah.
Come on.
No. I can't. I wouldn't even survive an hour. But yeah, the sweetness said I couldn't grow out a beard, and I had to prove it wrong.
God damn. Challenge you like that?
I can't wait to cut this shit off.
To tell her you can't grow a beard.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll be scared. She'd be like, "Watch me."
Damn. Okay, good shit. Where should we start the fuck off?
Blue is having fucking withdrawals from not being on the cast.
I am. I know last week you guys talked about Justice League. I just wanted to kind of jump in real quick with my opinion.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, everybody already knows the movie was kind of awful, and I will have to agree. The movie wasn't that great. You can tell, like, it was badly edited and everything, and they really rushed into getting this movie in there. But one of my hugest problems with the entire movie was actually, I'm gonna say, was Batman.
Ooh.
Just because a lot of the effects they had for him, like moving around, looked cheap as fuck. Like, there's a scene where he jumps like from a building down to where Commissioner Gordon is, and you can literally see that he's like, they like pretty much took a picture and just dragged it down to the ground, and then they cut him like pouncing in or whatever. So I was like, dude, this is so fucking bad. And then like every time they were always together, they were always like in a tight fucking room. Like there was like no giant space, like you couldn't see the backgrounds or anything. So I really didn't like that. Wonder Woman, I rewatched the movie, and Wonder Woman's skirt is actually, I feel, is shorter, because there's a bunch of scenes where you can see her fucking ass cheeks.
What the fuck is wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it, but you can see her ass cheek.
We didn't complain at all about any of that.
I just noticed it. I was like, damn, you can really see her booty in this. But actually, that's not really a complaint then. It's just
Yeah, I was like, what?
my intuition. For the Flash, like how you guys said on the podcast, like he just didn't seem like the Flash. I mean, he's like his whole attitude, him like having like, it seems like he was on drugs or some shit most of the time. But one of my huge problems with the Flash is that, so the Flash mentioned how he only like runs up and push people and then runs away.
Yep.
Why the fuck does he have a fucking suit then? Like they never explain where the fuck his suit come from, right? I mean, he had this huge fucking fort with all these monitors and shit, and he has like this super fancy fucking power star.
Who paid for it?
Yeah, who paid for it?
He
Like, what the
probably
fuck?
stole it. I mean, he is Flash.
Maybe,
Flash
but
don't steal nothing.
Yeah, that's
I know the
villain
Flash is,
shit.
I know the Flash is smart and everything, but like they didn't build up any of the fucking characters. And for Cyborg, I actually like Cyborg. I mean, you guys have mentioned how he was all mopey and stuff like that, but I had really low expectation for the Flash or for Cyborg, but the way they CGI'd him actually looked kind of cool to me. Like, I actually didn't have a problem with that. But I wish they would have went more into his story, because like instead of him just moping around the house and shit like that, like he really doesn't get out until his dad gets kidnapped, which they don't even fucking show. They show him like walking into the house and like walking to the window and like looking up. It's like, okay, what fucking happened? Like, did he jump out the window? Did he commit suicide?
Let me guess, it'll be in the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, but basically.
Actually, no. When his dad was there, he thought his son went crazy, and then he looks in the corner and there's a parademon there.
I don't remember that. Seeing that scene.
Yeah.
But for Superman, like the way they brought back Superman was really bad, because like this whole setup seemed like it was going to be like Justice League Doom, I think it was, where that's where the whole team gets together all together when they're fighting like the Parademon and Apocalypse. I thought they were going to go that route, but they totally didn't do that. Oh, Darkseid, yeah, sorry. Apocalypse is a planet. Is it Apocalypse?
Yeah, that's where
It's a
Darkseid's
planet.
from.
Yeah. But for Superman, like it was
Also
really.
person, though.
Yeah. In
also a
Marvel,
person.
it's a person.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way they brought back Superman was really done, because like when Superman died in the comic book, he didn't really die. His body just pretty much went into a
Stasis
almost like
or some shit?
stasis. And since they buried him, he couldn't regenerate from the sun, because that's how he gets his power and his healing power, something like that. And it wasn't until somebody realized that and they fucking took his body and took it back to his Fortress of Solitude, where he was able to come back. So them having like the boombox and Flash jump starting in and shit was kind of dumb. But the coolest scene though, entire movie, is the scene where Superman goes crazy and he's fighting all the other members, and when the Flash is like running around and Superman fucking like moves with him, I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
That was fun.
But yeah, that was like the only fun part of it. But the action scenes were all really good. The storyline was pretty weak, and they didn't really build up on anything. And I really think they really rushed with this fucking movie. And that's my 2 cents.
Did you give it a number?
I'm getting a 7.
7-0?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right with me.
Yeah.
Stitch gave that shit a 3.
One thing I did like is they did mention the Green Lanterns, which was really cool.
They show Green Lantern.
Yeah, they showed the Green Lantern dying. And
They
losing
did
his
too,
ring.
and the ring took off.
Yeah. Which I wish they would have had it like fly off to, and then end up going to like Jal Jordan.
Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan.
I
Goddamn.
can't fucking speak.
Or
even
John Stewart.
Yeah. Or even like some other.
Kyle Renner.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Or a squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Goddamn.
There's a squirrel one.
Yeah. All right. It'd be cool if we went to like to the planet Mungo or something like that. Like that's how he gets the ring or whatever.
Well, it would have been cool if we went to Sinestro.
That'd have been cool too.
That'd have been cool.
There were so many opportunities for them to make this movie good, but you can tell they cut out like a lot of scenes to get inside that 2-hour window, because this movie was fucking short for
Let me ask you a quick
team
question.
up movie.
Are you willing to, I guess, give Snyder any more opportunities to do any live action directing?
Well, I can't really pit it on him, because he was a second director, right?
He was primary.
He was
the first director.
He did most of it, the vast majority of it.
Yeah, but so much of his original idea was like cut out, so we don't know exactly what his idea was. Especially since he like stopped halfway through.
It could have been worse though.
It could have been.
Based upon his previous works.
I mean, there were
have they done?
set pictures that were leaked from Henry Cavill himself.
And
Of
there's- yeah,
Superman in the black suit.
Well,
and with the beard.
They're redrawing that. They're saying that no, that was never like his suit. Like that suit doesn't exist. Like there's a bunch of articles that was talking about that suit doesn't exist. Like, well, he posted on his fucking
Yeah,
Instagram.
he posted on
What the
Twitter
fuck?
too. So
Somebody lying.
And then
Ultimate Edition.
the other thing with like that whole CGI of his
mustache?
that shit was so fucking obvious. What they
Yeah.
should have done is just had him like somehow grow out a fucking beard, like because that's what he does in like when Superman comes back from being dead, he has like a full fucking beard on.
yeah, but
They should've did that.
there's a whole legal issue. He had to have the stash because he was working on another movie.
But no, they could have fucking
just put a
pasted
beard
on
on.
fucking a
Yeah.
beard on him.
Oh.
for the Justice League movie, not for the
not for the
Mission
other one.
Impossible movie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Rough, huh? All right.
Yeah, it was such a letdown.
There we go.
Wait,
there we
quick
go.
question for you guys: if the studio was like, okay, we fucked up, guys, we're gonna try to redo this entire fucking movie again.
I think they're gonna redo the whole. I think they're gonna get rid of the DCEU. This is my thoughts on it. They only have one movie coming out next year. One, Aquaman. That's fucking it. I think they're just fucking giving up.
When Suicide Squad 2 is supposed to drop?
No idea.
And Wonder Woman 2 is supposed to be coming out too.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one in production, but that's 2019. Other than that, there's no other ones that are in production.
There's also Flashpoint supposed to start next year.
It's not in production.
Wait,
But they may cancel all that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Just like they did with the Dark Universe, even though Old Man just said they ain't gonna do it, but that shit got canceled, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
So another issue I have with the movie. Sorry. So in Batman vs Superman, Batman had gray hair, but in this movie, his hair was fucking blonde. Like it wasn't gray anymore. They tried to make him look younger, and I was
Just
like,
for men, bud.
what the fuck? But it doesn't line up with Man of Steel. But then also like how like Batman didn't know who Aquaman was, but he saw the fucking video from Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor had fucking his face and his like name and shit on there. So
Why is Batman driving around in this bomb ass new Mercedes when in Batman and Superman he's driving around in that fucking
the fucking
Jeep regular.
Jeep Renegade.
Jeep Renegade?
But then
Probably heard me on the podcast talk about it's not trail rated. Gotta give him a proper vehicle. Ain't nobody that makes over fucking over $80,000 a year getting that shit box.
I just can't stand Ben Affleck as Batman. I've never enjoyed seeing him on the screen as
Actually, Matt brought up a good point. Like with Flashpoint, they have a chance to actually thematically reboot the franchise.
They're
with
gonna
that.
Star Trek this shit.
Yeah, they literally could. They could literally pull a Star Trek with it.
They could.
So they could call in J.J. Abrams and be like, "Hey, we need you to direct this DC movie."
Yeah, here's the thing. They do need completely new, like, directorial blood.
Editors
Well,
as well.
Yeah.
I think editing is probably the worst problem they have right now.
But for me, you need a new director too, a new couple of directors. I know you got James Wan doing Aquaman, which is different, and you got Patty Jenkins.
But it's not just that; it's a decision thing. Kronos brought up last week that they should have held it back, and they were super hell bent on releasing it on this date, knowing the fact that Zack Snyder had a family incident and he bowed out. Instead of halting production or prolonging it, they wanted to make that release date instead of pushing it into 2018.
Yep.
So it's like, why the fuck did you really need to make this deadline just so you can challenge Thor? Like seriously, it's really.
It could have even been like some super corporate financial fiscal year.
Could have been
bullshit.
Well, I think to be honest though, Marvel's been making momentum this whole year. I mean, they've released hit after hit this year. You know.
Yeah, they had three very successful movies for the MCU.
And DC had one.
Yeah.
So
two.
Well, one that was
Well, no, actually,
one this year.
No. Actually, they technically had two already because there was Lego Batman, which did well, and was it was.
That's not DCU though. But I mean, it's DC.
But it's still under Warner Brothers. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, and then obviously Wonder Woman did extremely well, and then this one is still probably going to be worldwide over 600-700 million.
They'll make their money back. But the problem is, are they going to make a huge profit? No.
No, yeah. I mean, when you put household names that everybody on the planet already knows, like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, in the same movie, you should crack $1 billion worldwide. You just should.
It looks like next year we have Aquaman coming out, 2019 is Shazam, Wonder Woman 2 is 2019 as well, and Cyborg's 2020 as well as Green Lantern Corps.
And I don't need them to have 2 or 3 movies every calendar year.
Oh, that is not good. As of today, they've only made 176,000.
No, that can't be right. It's got to be million, man.
I'm sorry, million. 176 million.
That's domestic.
That's domestic?
That's got to be domestic.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what's
Worldwide. I think they're 500. I think.
Well, it's under 500. It's 487 million.
Okay.
So that's barely. So if they spent 300 million making this film, they're barely making profit.
Yeah, I mean, this is not what they wanted. There's no doubt about it. But here we are, and I definitely agree that they rushed it. I think that they can still do some standalone movies. I don't think Warner Brothers is done making some type of live action movies with superheroes. I don't think that's stopping.
But I think Flashpoint is supposed to be 2020, but that is their chance to potentially rewrite everything.
Yeah, I may not be on board with that. As much as I like Flash, I don't like Ezra as the Flash at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, we will see. We will certainly see. But this ain't a good look. Not at all. Especially with the budget, like you mentioned. So.
And I wish studios would stop fucking pitting contact lenses in actors' eyes. Just let them have their natural fucking eyes, because you can tell that they're wearing fucking contacts.
Especially when it's like super obvious. Because what's his name? Jason Momoa. He's a little cockeyed, so it makes the contacts even more noticeable because that one eye is a little off.
Well, sometimes he's wearing them in this, and sometimes he just isn't. Like,
really?
Or he's wearing different ones because his eyes can look kind of whitish.
Yeah, like milky,
blue.
like he's about to turn into a zombie or some shit.
Milky, yeah. And then other times they look kind of like brownish, you know.
It's like glaucoma, you know.
Damn.
But let's switch gears a little bit. Sticking with DC, I think Crisis on Earth X, the crossover event, was better than Justice League. Surprisingly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Four-parter, but you haven't seen all 4 parts.
I haven't seen all 4, but we got to give the people what they want. We got to talk. We got to discuss it.
Did you see the 4th one?
I saw almost 1 through 3.
Okay.
Stitch, have you seen these?
No, I was gonna. Today's Tuesday. No, Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
The 4th one dropped yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just Monday and
I haven't got a
Tuesday.
chance to watch it yet.
Which I was surprised about, that they had them like all on the same day. I thought they would spread out through the week, but they had it. It was
They bunched them.
Supergirl, Flash. It was Superman, Flash, Supergirl, Flash. Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, and then Legends of Tomorrow.
We got a surprise. Kronos is cooking up right now.
Give me a second.
Okay, let's keep it going then.
Well, okay, well,
So let's set this up real quick. So, Crisis on Earth X starts with the big event, and the event centers around Barry and Iris getting married. So everybody comes out for this. The Legends come out, Felicity and
Team Arrow.
Yeah, most of Team Arrow is there. It's only Felicity and Oliver at first.
yeah.
Diggle on the show, he's like hurt, but he doesn't make the wedding. And then who the fuck else? Like half the Legends are there.
I think
obviously all of Team Flash is there. Everybody from Team Flash is there, with the exception of Plastic Man. And basically they're setting up to do the nuptials, and then Nazis, like Wolfenstein Nazis, are jumping. They literally look like Wolfenstein new monsters, but it's fucking awesome though. Don't get me wrong, they had some pretty awesome setups. Not that Nazis are cool, it's just their outfits were cool.
But actually, it all starts on Earth X, because you see like an archer.
First shot.
Yeah, the first shot is an archer trying to get into like this building, and then all of a sudden he's stopped by the Guardian,
looking like DC's Captain America.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. But and he gets his fucking ass kicked and murdered.
Straight murder.
Fucking day one. So it's funny because like he's all the flag still means something. The archer guy was like, yeah, it's a bullseye or something like that. And he shot him straight in the heart where the flag was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
So it's like
cold-blooded.
In this sense, it's like the American flag is the Confederate flag.
Yeah.
And then the Nazi flag is
All right.
They call it the fatherland.
We're gonna have a special guest on.
All right.
So here we go. I'm gonna call and see if this works.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. Sorry about the boop.
Calling.
Using Skype.
Call him.
You better pick up, goddammit.
This next segment is brought to you by Skype.
You better pick up quick. You're fucking up this podcast.
God damn it, Matt. Sorry, I spoiled it. What in the fuck? You're like, new phone, who this?
I did that today. Somebody texted me. I'm like, who this? This is what I have a new phone. They had a new phone and give me their new number.
Cuss his ass out on there. Chat Chronos. Get him back. Yeah, this was my favorite part, though, at least on the initial stuff, was they go so hard with what's my girl, White Canary?
White Canary.
Oh, yeah.
White Canary.
I mean, she's pretty bad.
Home girl.
I want to talk about the first 2 episodes though, because I haven't watched the.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
Well, we kind of skipped over the what's the name party too, or they had the.
They have a wedding party or whatever.
But the fact that they bought out Jitters, so Jitters, the coffee shop that takes place in both worlds, I think.
No, it's just in Central City.
Okay, just in Central City. But yeah, they booked it out, and that's where they're having like hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that, and
it's
fucking
a wedding party, or what's it called?
I don't know what it's called, a pre-party or some shit.
Yeah, this is your rehearsal dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, rehearsal dinner. Yeah.
But fucking Kara's sister, Alex Danvers, and White Canary, they end up getting fucking drunk, and the next day they end up waking in the bed together.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And Alex had that whole like, she wakes up and looks over, it's like, oh shit,
yeah,
I fucked somebody.
Yeah, she had like the coyote.
She woke up like, I taste pussy.
Oh, pretty much. I mean, it was pretty crazy. Yeah, and it was like, it's cool because Mick was there stealing people's drinks and shit.
Here we go.
He was like, oh, I hate weddings, but I love open bar.
Didn't I try to kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking
All
dope.
right, hey, you there?
Am I in?
You
Yeah.
are. Can you hear us?
There's no visual. Is there
I
supposed
gotta
to
turn off my YouTube now. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here.
You end up in
All right,
fucking. Goodbye.
All right. Oh, fuck no.
So there you go. You want to be on for this part of the discussion. So
Welcome to the show.
be? What up, Matt?
Yeah. Holy shit, that crossover. Becky and I watched the whole thing over the course of yesterday and today. And, what was astounding to us is that for 100 times less the budget, W was able to put together a better Justice League with a deeper examination of what it means to be a hero, more relevant thematic elements to what we're dealing with in our current culture today, like a reflection, a grim reflection of our current reality, but a reflection of our reality nonetheless that explored the elements at play within that reality. Stories built on characters that where the characters drove the action forward, and it wasn't just a series of things happening to them, but it was a series of choices that they made that ultimately led to consequences, good and bad. And on top of it all, they just they hit you with emotional punches that no DC movie, including Wonder Woman, including the old Batman movies, the old Superman movies, nothing DC has ever done has ever hit the emotional notes as hard as Crisis does.
no, I disagree.
What you gonna say?
There was Batman, the animated series, where, or was it Justice League? The one where the episode where that girl was going to die.
yeah.
And he sat with her on a swing.
I'm only speaking about the movies.
No, it was the card game.
Yeah,
It was like the king, the queen, the little girl, the ace. He had superpowers.
That was a good one.
And he was supposed to kill her, and he didn't want to.
But
All y'all wrong. It's waffles.
It's not even
Teen
DC.
Titans Go does not belong in this fucking conversation
Dude,
at all.
it is all about catching villains.
Why do we have an echo now? Do you notice that?
Yeah, it's definitely
Since Matt came on, we have an echo. Is it?
Nope.
Check. Nope. That's not definitely
You know
not
what?
mine.
It's probably me. Let me just
That's actually a little. Nope. Never mind.
It's all good.
because I have. Hello.
Yeah,
You're still there.
I'm trying to see what the budget was for this.
Okay, I'm trying to fix this. I don't know. It might be me.
It's all good.
It might be somehow sending the signal from my soundboard to you guys.
Yeah, it might be a loop.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say in the beginning, this is Matt from PreRecorded Live, by the way.
You said it.
Just how about you just give me a second and I'll adjust my settings.
That's
Sure, no problem.
Sounds good.
So Matt brought up about character development. There was at least 3 times as many characters in the crossover as there was in Justice League the movie.
We even got new characters too added to this that we haven't seen before.
So, we're only talking about the first 2 episodes. Damn. I'll put it this way: CW did something particularly well with the character we've already seen, way better than CBS did it. leave it at that.
One of the things that I liked, well, actually, one of the things I didn't like, sorry about this, was like at the end of the first episode, they like revealed that they were like basically the other versions of. I was like, no shit. Like, why'd you even like? You didn't even gotta put a mask on. We already know who the fuck it was. It's like, come on.
Oh yeah,
man.
it was hella obvious.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of lame.
But
except for one, there was one character we didn't know who the fuck they were.
It was Prometheus, right?
Prometheus X. Yeah, we didn't know who he was until episode 2.
I didn't really give a fuck who it was. So.
But I understand why they did it. It's just because, not budgeting, but since they didn't have to like do CGI, be having Supergirl fighting Supergirl all the time.
Yeah.
And I think it's also easier with production value. Just put like a stunt person with a mask, so it's easier to film or whatnot.
Oh, I'll tell you what though.
Okay, I think I fixed it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Same thing though. It's all good.
Good.
We still got a little bit of the echo, but it's all right. I thought that Supergirl looks way hotter.
Oh, in black?
In black, yeah.
Well, she's wearing makeup too.
Oh, yeah.
Supergirl doesn't really matter.
Fucking Black Canary looks hella good in black. Like since she wears, well, I guess she was wearing black before, but now since she's like evil version of herself, she's hella hot.
Black Siren?
Yeah, Black Siren. Oh my god. Every time I see her, though, I always think of the flapping though.
That was on my end. Looks like we're okay now.
I can't get over.
Matt, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah, I can't get over Felicity and Iris. Just like they had good chemistry on screen. They did super well together. Both fucking hot.
Want to see him fucking?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did see the bachelorette party because Felicity's on that episode as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so
she's a freak. She like really wanted that guy to strip, but he wasn't attracted at all.
Yeah, it was hella funny. Well, she's like,
well, we know Felicity has like a weird dark past.
Oh
yeah, we do. But
she had her goth phase.
It's hot though.
But we also know that she's kind of a perv a little bit. She always says like awkward, inappropriate shit. Like
towards Ollie and shit.
Yeah, towards a lot of folks. And she always has to correct herself. It's pretty funny.
I think it was funny how they mentioned how like Felicity and Barry dated in the past. That was mentioned for like a brief, quick. Oh no, it was her and the Atom. That's what
the Atom.
About.
But that's later.
Yeah, that was episode 3 or 4.
That's episode 3. Or no, it is episode 4 actually.
But I guess they did mention how they used to date. Would you bring an ex? Do you have an ex come to your wedding? That'd be kind of weird.
Like some of you guys haven't finished it, right?
Yeah, I haven't finished it. I only finished episodes 1 and 2 because I watch it on the CW app, and so it's like a day behind. And plus 40.
I didn't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, and 48-hour rule ananyway.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we'll wait because I still haven't seen all of 4, but so far it's just epic.
Yeah,
I mean, really I like the fact that they go there with, you see Shark. What's it, King Shark?
Yeah,
King Shark right out the bat. You got Firestorm doing his thing. I mean, stuff that costs like money with some CGI.
Yeah. Oh, they
every episode.
They brought back the Dominators for a hot minute.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit.
So Matt, since you're on, what are your thoughts on since we're talking about DC? What were your thoughts on the Justice League, and what was your score for that movie?
I honestly, it's weird, but I would actually put my adjusted Batman v Superman Extended League Edition score, which I think was like a 7.5 maybe or an 8. I would put Justice League actually below that slightly. And while I think Batman v Superman is a bigger mess of a movie overall, like it's trying to do something. There's a vision at work there. It's not succeeding, but there's a vision there. There's a story trying to be told.
Yeah.
In Justice League, there really isn't a story being told. There really is like nothing of consequence in the plot. Like there's a lot of things happening, but that's not a story. A story is how people react to things happening and how they change. And everything in Justice League is just so unfocused and so like it's a fine movie. It's on the good side of okay, but it's mindless. It's numb after a minute because it's just nothing connects really. It like you can tell that it was 2 movies chopped down. You can tell that it was even a longer one movie that was chopped down, and they keep cutting away to things and just ending scenes just kind of randomly. People that we know had like we know from just following the news on the podcast that Muscle Santa was like he was working out to be Jim Gordon. There was going to be stuff with Jim Gordon in the movie.
And you don't even see his muscles.
Yeah,
right. We get 2 scenes. everything just kind of like there are lines in the movie that are just weird lines that don't make sense because they have no setup or payoff. Or like Cyborg's interfacing with the mother box, and he's like, it's too much or whatever, and then like he's like now, and then Steppenwolf grabs him and was like, now you see, and it's like, well, see what? We don't see.
Yeah.
The audience has no idea what the fuck you're talking about except for a plot line that obviously was cut out.
Well, there's like a lot of stuff cut out of the trailer too. Like there's that one infamous scene where Alfred's working on a vehicle or whatever, and he comes up and says, oh, he knew you were coming, you're finally here, which everybody was like, oh shit, it's gonna be a Green Lantern. That shit was cut out completely.
Yeah, it's such a mess, and I really wanted to like the movie, and like I think unfortunately my rose-colored glasses have come off, and I was nervous about this one just because of all the production troubles. But what I ended up with was a movie that I laughed at on occasion and saw some cool fights, but ultimately the characters are so hollow and two-dimensional, and like it was nice to see Superman laugh and nice to see Superman smile, but we don't like. I don't understand why anyone thinks Superman's a hero. I don't understand what Batman's role in the Justice League moving forward is going to be, because he doesn't do anything except get his ass handed to him over and over again and sell
old
toys.
Too. Like this is an older Batman where he's kind of like, kind of done with the whole thing, and he's just kind of like still trying to do what he can do, but he's not young, he's not out there fighting crime or shit like that. So that's what he's why I don't really like this version of Batman.
He's building giant planes and useless spider cars.
Yeah, he needs to make that Batman Beyond suit is what he needs to do.
That'd be dope if they bring Terry McGinnis into the storyline. Fuck, they might redeem themselves.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen Movie Bob on YouTube, or if you watch Movie Bob. It's this kind of YouTube reviewer who also does these hypothetical, like, how I would fix things video. And he just did a how I would fix the DCU that's actually pretty interesting, where he talks about using Flashpoint as a giant retcon, which I think a lot of... I was kind of looking at a while ago and being like, that's their opportunity. That's the one movie they have coming up soon that they can be like, all right, get rid of everything that works and keep what does. And he proposes that what DC should do is make Flashpoint like Back to the Future 2, but for superheroes.
Ooh.
And so it should be kind of a funny movie, and it should be light, but have like a really easy to follow story, so that you don't have to crowd it in with all this stuff, and all your fan service can just be like little like, oh, I jumped into this dimension, and oh, I jumped into that dimension in that timeline, and but he poses the idea that if you use Flashpoint correctly, then what you end up with is a clean slate when you move forward from that. And the way he proposes you do that is, Barry messes up the timeline, and then you just recast whoever you're going to recast. And at the end of Flashpoint, like, you just say that Barry Prime goes off to continue the BVS story, which will never happen, and then you just introduce the new Justice League.
That's pretty much how the New 52 was started, right? Because of Flashpoint and everything got reset. So they definitely have a script available to work from.
You brought up Batman Beyond, and his cool idea that I thought was just like, it blew my mind, was he said what they should do is get Michael Keaton and pay him whatever he wants.
Make him Thomas Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
And make him Bruce Wayne from the Batman Beyond timeline. So that, like, the last time we see him, like, right before the credits roll, you can have, like, him be like, all right, he's back to normal and everything will be fine. And then you hear a voice and the camera pans over and you see Batman Beyond. And then, which just opens the door to, like, have that franchise available. And why not? I mean, that's the one thing DC has on Marvel. That's the one marketing thing they're not pushing in the movies that they should be, which is, we have alternate timelines, we have alternate universes, we have, like, the multiverse is a core element of our continuity, and like they can, so then they can move forward, they can do solo films, they can do team up movies, and they can do Elseworld stories.
Well, to be fair though, I mean, Marvel does too, but it's just, I guess, not as much. Like the whole Secret Wars thing, that was all multiverse, and then it all ends up collapsing. But I think that both DC and Marvel, they haven't really done justice to their to the actual comic book major storylines. Like, none of them have. And I suspect that Infinity War will probably disappoint as far as the comic book goes as well. That they're kind of like skirting around these really heavy and deep storylines that take a while to progress in favor of these lighter stories or even like just quicker stories to tell, which to me is, as a fan, is really disappointing because I really want to see these other storylines that are like super deep, but we're just not getting them yet. I'm really wondering why they're giving us these modified stories of these supposedly deep storylines.
I would agree with that because it's so like Marvel has a lot of faith in the comics and in the characters the way they are in the comics, and they're doing a great job of just like, no, that's the suit looks like, so just put him in that suit, make it look as cool as you can, but don't worry, because people love Captain America, they'll buy him in the outfit we put him in. But you're right, they are burning off a lot of their big titles, at least, by just taking the title and like maybe like one element from the story and using that, and then just making a totally different story out of it, which, you know, that's the Hitchcock way of adaptation, which I like, it's fine. But yeah, especially if, you know, presumably post Avengers Infinity War, we're going to see either a reboot to the Marvel Universe or we're going to see like a brand new Marvel Universe, which it's actually looking like more and more that they're going to get their characters back from Fox. Just saw a new report on that today, that things are still in motion. So, I mean, it's very possible they could come out with this whole new wave of Marvel movies, and they could potentially, now that everyone's invested, do more stories that are true to the books. But at that point, they're going to be looking over their comics and being like, oh, crap, we've already used the good titles because, you know, in these misleading movies that weren't really based on these books.
Yeah. Honestly, what I wish they would do with the Infinity War is that I wish they would kind of mash up two storylines where at the end of, because it looks like in Infinity War, I watched the trailer that some sort of Thanos' army goes to Wakanda for that gem. Right. So I'm hoping they have an opportunity to. I doubt they're going to do it though. They have an opportunity to wrap this up with starting Secret Wars. But I doubt they're going to do it.
Yeah. Just to really quickly jump in, I hear you. I really do. The only way you're going to be able to satisfactorily do Secret Wars is to have the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, well, and you need Namor.
Yeah, you need both of those big characters.
Fox goes through.
Yeah. But I mean, you need to set up the Fantastic Four in a new light in the MCU. You can't go by the Fox movies that everybody fucking hated all three times.
I was gonna say all three of them.
And if they're doing this shit with Captain Marvel doing this in the 90s, they could probably be like, well, maybe the Fantastic Four took off to some, you know, mirror universe or whatever. Maybe they're in space or some shit. I mean, they could do whatever. So if they get the rights back when they get Captain Marvel, we'll see what happens though.
Movie Bob also had a great video about the Fantastic Four if they moved over to the Marvel Universe. And just to paraphrase what he said, which I thought was actually a really clever idea, was in the post Captain America disappearance of World War II, the governments in the 60s the U.S. government in the 60s is trying to develop new ways to create superpowered beings, and the Reed Richards and all the Fantastic Four people are among those studying that kind of thing. They're out in space, they get hit by the cosmic rays, and they get kind of displaced out of time, and then they end up like kind of appearing in present day, which would kind of give you an excuse to do like almost a Brady Bunch in the superhero universe, like the Brady Bunch movie, where they were all still stuck in like the 60s, 70s, and everyone else was modern.
I like it. I like it in a lot of ways. Or you could introduce them in some type of Guardian setting where it's some kind of alternate world, or they meet up too. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say one thing that DC needs to do is they need to hire the same writers that writes their animated movies, because all of those are killing it. They're all so good, and I think that's one thing that Marvel doesn't really have. They don't have that Actually, I don't think they have that many animated movies.
Actually, well, they do,
but not as much as DC though. DC has like 30.
No, yeah, actually, they have a lot, but most people just don't watch them.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of them are just.
Yeah, you have to look up the exact number. I feel like it's single digits though.
They're just not that good.
No.
Yeah, 'cause there's a few. Like there's some that are anime. Like the one I was talking about like months ago, the Iron Man one. It's an anime.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Technical dude, I fell asleep on that. That was like it was just terrible, and I really like that. I mean, plus they have animated shows like Iron Man Armored Adventures, where they put him in high school. Him, Rhodey, and Pepper, they're all in high school.
Yeah, that's
I mean, the
not
show,
that good though.
I mean, the show's actually pretty decent. I mean, it's a little weird because he's like super genius, but at least they represent the Mandarin in the correct way.
Okay.
Compared to the movies, like, and they make it to where Tony is friends with he's friends with the son of the original Mandarin.
But is he busting fat loads in Peter's face though, or is he giving him a napkin? What is he doing to help Peter out? You know what I mean?
There's no
He's counting
helping out.
Peter's money.
They go to war.
Yeah, so there was a couple that came out this year. There were some shorts that came out from Rocket and Groot. There was Ant-Man shorts. There was a Spider-Man movie that came out this year.
Are we counting shorts as animated feature-length film?
Well, Spider-Man, there was a movie that came out on Disney XD that was an actual... Actually, no, it's a series. Shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the series is good. I'll give props to that. I like it.
Yeah, but
Like a direct-to-video.
Like the last movie that came out was like last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Hulk: Where Monsters Dwell, which probably wasn't that good.
I did see that one. It wasn't bad. It had Doctor Strange in it and Hulk. That was kind of fun.
But what about Hulk and the Agents of Smash? Is that a series?
That's a series.
Yeah,
movie?
That's a series. Yeah, that was on for like 3 years or so.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
But
Now-
go ahead.
I have an Ask Bees and BTI question.
Go ahead. Hit us
Live
with
from
it.
the source.
All right. So if, assuming Justice League continues its downward trajectory, and even though the rumors are that Aquaman's pretty good, assuming it still meets a lukewarm reception because of the kind of baggage that'll be coming with it from the train of bad films behind it, with the exception of Wonder Woman, do you guys think it's better would you guys prefer to see like DC cut their losses, recast everyone, start fresh with maybe like a younger cast who's all in like their mid-20s to early 30s, so you can get them for potentially 10 years of movies? Or would you rather see them kind of stick with like Gal and what kind of works about the new universe, which I didn't mind Ezra Miller as the Flash. I think there's room for him. I mean, it's a different take. I still prefer the TV Flash, but if they wanted to keep him, I'm not going to really bitch about it as long as they fix what's wrong with the character. Same thing with Ray Fisher as Cyborg. Same thing with Henry Cavill. It's obvious that Ben Affleck is leaving. Like he has no interest in these movies anymore.
Thank God.
So you're gonna have to recast him regardless. So I guess the question is, would you rather see them like continue with what works with some recasting, or go younger and possibly get a long franchise?
Yeah, so I don't think the problem's with the actors. I think the problem's with the directors and the editors. So
I'll agree.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Ben Affleck as Batman, but I mean, to me, he's not bad. He's not that bad. Even though actually, you know what? Fuck,
He has nothing to work with.
Yeah, he kills people. So then again, that's up to the director, the writers, and the editors. So that to me, that's a problem. But yeah, I don't think that them resetting all the characters would really help. So I think I think Gal Gadot has done a fantastic job as Wonder Woman, even though I doubted her at first.
I like Henry as Superman. Like he kind of I actually went back and watched Man of Steel, and I was like, yeah, he actually pulled the Superman role pretty well. And even in Justice League, he was a pretty good Superman.
Stitch, get in here.
I mean, I just don't. I really don't like when you can tell someone's mailing it in on their performance, and I definitely got that feeling with Affleck on this last film. I didn't mind him in Batman vs Superman. I didn't have any really negative thoughts about his acting then. If you recast that whole thing, I think you're you're taking away a small piece. You're using a hatchet to take out a hangnail and everything with what's going on. I mean, I enjoy watching Gal as Wonder Woman. I think she's earned it. I don't think it's fair to her to recast her role for something that is clearly on Affleck and the directors. I just think that Aquaman's story was poorly done in this one. They introduced 3 characters into this movie and just dropped them in there and just said go, without giving us any sort of real legitimate backstory on where they came from, or giving us or a lot of people, the average moviegoer, a reason to care about these characters. So I don't. And then we get into this whole thing, and you talked about when Spider-Man came out. Oh, we're going to recast Spider-Man for the 3rd time in our lifetime. When if we recast Batman, that'd be the 3rd time in the past
no, it's already
6
been
years.
But yeah, it will be there in 6 years.
Well,
Yeah,
we
these characters are bigger than the actors that play them.
True.
Yeah, but I think some people will just get a little bit tired of the recasting with that because we had Christian Bale, Affleck, and then this hypothetically if we had this 3rd one, because when was Bale's last Batman?
2010, 2011?
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, so that'll be in less than 10 years we've had 3. I don't. What was the Spider-Man age range where we had 3?
From 2000 till this last year.
Well, that was 17.
16 for Civil War, though.
Okay.
Well, it's just the reason why the Spider-Man one for me was so egregious is that they kept telling. Well, they did it twice, basically the same thing. Like they told his origin story twice, and they kind of skipped over it haphazardly in the 3rd one. So I was just like, fuck it. And
I think that's a bigger offense than just recasting.
Wait,
Like
what part?
I think Spider-Man's a great enough character that if he's written well, directed well, and the movie is made by people who care about the character, like you can have a different actor in that suit every single time as long as the performance fits the character. Like you can have different directors working on it every single time, and I really think audiences are smart enough to be like look at the early era Batman films. Yeah, Batman and Robin and Batman Forever were not the best movies, but we still nobody was really at that point like, I'm not going to see it because Michael Keaton's no longer Batman. People were just like, whatever, it's Batman.
Well, some people did, because I remember thinking that wait, Michael Keaton, and then they switched him again because it went from Michael Keaton to Val Kilmer, and then it went to George Clooney. But
Call him a Goonie?
yeah, but I don't like the guy.
Goonies.
But no, like how Stitch was saying, like how if they switch out the characters, people might be kind of pulled back from it. But I really don't think that they should switch out the cast just because of one bad movie. Just because Wonder Woman did really well, Henry Cavill. He does a really good job as Superman. Like you said,
especially in the end of Justice League.
Oh yeah.
Like when you could tell Joss Whedon's writing him, it's like, oh, here's a guy who gets the Superman character.
Yeah.
I mean, he did change up the story though with the whole the how he had the DNA of all the Kryptonians within inside of him and stuff like that. That was kind of weird, but
well, yeah, but that was Zack Snyder, Chris Terrio bullshit. I just mean in Justice League when you can tell Joss Whedon came in and had to rewrite scenes and fix whittle the movie down, so he had to write all these dialogue scenes. I mean, at the end, you get the feeling of for the first time since Christopher Reeves, I was like, oh look, Superman's on screen,
real one.
Yeah,
not some moody guy who is incapable of smiling or laughing
or killing Kryptonians. Mm-hmm. Don't forget that bullshit. Superman does not do that.
Someone pointed out to me the biggest thing, and it blew my mind, which was, what I'm really mad about is Superman killing Zod. And I was like, yeah, but he kind of had to save those people. He's like, dude, if he had the strength to break his neck, he had the strength to turn his head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I never fucking thought of that until right now.
Superman finds a way not to kill people. I mean,
or could have literally just covered his eyes up with his hand.
Yep.
Well, no, because when he was fighting the chick, he used his heat vision on her, and he actually was able to burn her.
Mm-hmm. So, well, he had been in the sun longer, so that's
true. Oh yeah, they were wearing armor now by that time.
There you go. All right. right. Should we switch up? Because we've done a lot of DC.
Did we want to keep with the Crisis? Because, well, we only covered the first.
Yeah, we can come back. We can come back to it next week.
Yeah, next week we'll cover the last two because I got to watch.
Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoy the last few episodes. Yeah, like I said, I watched Justice League and then came home and started Crisis, and it was just like the night and day of it all. It was just like, oh my god, this makes me hate that movie so much more.
Oh wow!
So, which, by the way, my score would probably be a 6.5
for Justice League.
For Justice League,
and then what would you score Crisis, the crossover?
I'd say an 8.
That's good. That's good.
There are some moments that were kind of silly to me. That I'm sure you may have seen a few yet, where I'm just like, why aren't the Nazis why are they running up to close quarters combat with machine guns?
That always bothers me. Anytime I see somebody with a gun and they try to get in closer, it's like, you have a gun. That's the whole point of a gun is so you don't get in close.
Yeah, there's a couple of funky fight scenes. I'm like, wait, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep rolling with it.
Well, but it was at the same time when when Matt was talking about when they're coming in close. Like there's one really big group fight scene that's in the second episode where it's pretty dope. There was like so much shit going on. Try to watch
Alex
it.
is doing like John Wick shit.
Yeah, she had like it was crazy. People. If you watch, there's like blood splatter when she's shooting because she's doing headshots and brain matter goes out. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, this actually was pretty violent.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
I'm down for that.
I love the scene where Black Canary or where White Canary and Alex they're all wearing like skimpy as like tight dresses, and both of them ripped their dresses at the same time to start kicking asses. That shit was funny.
That's pretty awesome.
So before I jump off, hypothetical situation for Flashpoint, working with the it's going to be a retcon thing, and it'll just be like time travel hijinks and dimension hopping shenanigans. Theoretically, I've seen a lot of chatter about this online. If they do that, it is possible for them to have an Arrowverse beat where he just pops into the Arrowverse for a second, which it could be really sweet. And also theoretically, it would be possible for you to CGI Adam West Batman, Christopher Reeve Superman, Linda Carter Wonder Woman, and even cast some other actors from that era as other Justice League members, and have them just appear for a moment in the in the movie where they're all just hanging out in the Hall of Justice. Something's happening, and then suddenly Barry pops in and he's like, nope, and then just leaves, and they're all just oh, and then the Flash is nope, that shit happens all the time.
Hold on, the Hall of Justice in Ohio, right?
Yes.
Cincinnati.
Not this Wayne Manor bullshit.
That pissed me off. I was like, fuck
wait,
that
this
shit.
is not the Hall of Justice.
Yeah.
How does that not link Batman to fucking the Justice League?
Exactly.
How does that not link Bruce Wayne to the Justice League?
Yeah.
Everybody in this movie is there's cops hanging out and they're like, Clark, no.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman.
No secret
hey,
identity.
where's the Hall of Justice? It's in the old Wayne Manor.
Yeah. Oh, where is Wayne? Oh, he's on the other side of the fucking lake.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
We appreciate you. We know you appreciate. We appreciate you, Matt. Thank you so much.
No problem, guys. Anytime.
Hang in there.
Take it easy, man.
I'll listen to the rest of my answers offline.
Talking Dead.
Sticking with comics just a little bit. I'm actually going to listen to Stitch's advice for once in my life. I'm going to avoid watching, or going to try to avoid watching the Infinity War trailer. I don't want that shit.
Spoilers.
I don't want. First of all, I don't trust, because Marvel did it to me twice this year with both Spider-Man and with Thor, where I did not like what they did with the trailers. And Thor, they should have kept fucking Hulk secret, and in Spider-Man Homecoming trailers, they had stuff that wasn't in the actual movie. So they playing games. I'm going to try to avoid it. We'll see.
It's hard.
It's hard because during the Super Bowl they're gonna play an abridged fucking version of the trailer.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty good at avoiding it. It's only when I'm actually in a movie theater and they play the trailer when I'm watching something. I'm just like, fuck, I can't leave now. I can't put my fingers in my ears.
So check this out.
Close your eyes.
Sorry. Yeah, Black Panther's out in February. You know that's gonna play right in front of it.
This is true.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be unavoidable. But the internet obviously saw it today. A lot of people went crazy. However, I guess there's some controversy. Not controversy. Some people are hating on Thanos.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty decent representation of Thanos to me, and that's my favorite villain is Thanos. Even before this whole MCU bullshit, back when Thanos was introduced to me during the Infinity War back in the 90s, he was like my favorite villain, and I think they did a pretty good job with him. I think people are just that aren't real fans of Thanos. They're saying that, where's his helmet at, and why doesn't he have his armor on? But he doesn't always have his armor or helmet on.
Yeah,
like
you know what it is though, and we've talked about this a million times. The MCU fans don't really know fucking Thanos unless they were already comic fans, because you've only seen him for about 3 or 4 minutes total in the last 7 years.
Well, how tall?
I would say 5 minutes.
Maybe
total.
five minutes total.
How tall is he?
He's huge.
Like
Okay,
9
'cause-
feet.
Yeah.
I saw part of the trailer, and I couldn't tell based on the scene. I was like, I'm not rewatching this. I'm not trying to overanalyze stuff. In one of the scenes, I was like, because I remembered when we were watching Apocalypse, and we were like, Apocalypse kind of just looks like he's maybe like
Yeah,
6'5", but he should be much, much bigger.
No, there's a scene with Spider-Man where he literally like puts his hand on him. He's like, his hand is almost
Yeah,
size of his
he's
body.
huge. Yeah.
How does he look in terms of his height and girth compared to Hulk? Have they done that?
Well, they haven't showed Hulk.
No.
They don't show
He's
the Hulk.
They
really
show
big.
Hulk in one scene where he's running.
Okay.
Here, look. I mean, this is what he looks like. I mean, to me, that's a decent representation of like a real life version of Thanos.
Yeah.
Like if you show me a picture of this, I'm like, all right, that's Thanos, even without the glove.
Yeah, and they do show him, I guess, facing off against Iron Man, and like Thanos has to punch downward to reach him
Okay.
because he's bigger than him.
Oh, yeah,
That's how it should be.
That should, yeah.
So it's not like he's like average male size. Like in Apocalypse, he's like the size of an average man, which is not the way he should be.
Or does it give like a? I mean, even though we've learned that these Marvel listings, in terms of their height, weight, and attributes are kind of skewed.
Punisher.
Does it give a height for?
Yeah, I think he's over 7 feet. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty big. I think him and like just like Apocalypse or Darkseid. Darkseid's huge too.
Because I think is he not taller, bigger than Hulk? Like size wise?
He's not as big, but he's pretty fucking
like
big.
height wise.
Hulk height-wise fluctuates depending on the writer.
Okay, so
How mad he is.
He's 6'7",
Oh, okay.
985 pounds.
Okay.
So he's like big and
short.
girthy.
That's super fucking thick.
Yeah.
Wait, how tall is he?
6'7",
6'7".
900.
Almost
Okay.
7 feet.
That's not that
Still.
tall. I
What do you
mean,
mean? That's
for a god.
So, almost 7 feet. That's 6.5.
At least I have his specs right.
Yeah.
I still think
Almost
Punisher
as strong
probably
as
can take
Punisher.
him. Yeah.
Punisher could take him.
That's all.
Dude, it's funny that comment came up in the black group, and I posted up. I was like, oh, because they were saying like, man, the Punisher fucking heals hella fast. I'm like, dude, check out his power level. Like,
That's awesome. Punisher
And-
unbeatable.
Not that I want things spoiled, but
Well, this part wasn't even spoiled. They showed these composites of him at like a con a while ago. Him in the Black Order.
Oh, was
he
this
looks strong. He looks good.
D23? Was this at D23?
yeah. And he looks, to me, he looks great.
You know what's odd though? If you go to that one from the first Guardians, right in the middle above there.
Yeah, right
Does he have a
here.
helmet?
He looks like a much darker hue of purple
Yeah.
than he does here.
Yeah,
that was like,
yeah.
that's like almost 10 years ago in that scene, right?
I think it's 2013. Yeah.
It's a while ago.
Yeah.
But it still looks, I mean, yeah, the purple's a little off, but he still looks, to me, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, and he looks more like Josh.
There's
Josh
way more
Gordon.
detail in his face.
Yeah.
Well, plus he's not in space in that picture. He's like there's like light from the sun.
I don't even know where the fuck he is because they show some kind of planet with like storms and shit. I don't know where the fuck that was.
Yeah, what they got to do though is they got to make sure that they explain who he is. I've waited way too fucking long. We all have.
Oh, yeah.
To get to this point.
When I was a kid, I never thought that I would see Thanos on a fucking big screen.
No.
Ever.
But remember how hyped you were way back in 2012 when you saw him at the end of the Avengers
I was
1.
fucking excited.
And you stood up.
Might have had a hard on. I'm just saying. It's all good.
But I was actually super disappointed when they announced, oh, we're going to get Ultron Ultron in the next Avengers movie. I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? You told me Thanos. Oh, I guess I'll wait. And here we are, 6-7 years later, and it's like, okay, we're finally here.
Yeah.
I like that meme that it shows Thanos stuck in traffic, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show these Avengers what everything's all about," and then he gets stuck in traffic, and he's like, he's been in traffic for like the last 7 years.
The other thing for me, I've said this before, but he seems like, at least the way I associate him now, way more with the Guardians of the Galaxy in terms of a villain, with Drax and Nebula and Gamora or whatever. I want to see those like storylines.
Oh, they're
really.
interesting. The Guardians of the Galaxy are definitely they were in the trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I almost want to say they should be like almost the lead because they have that personal relationship with him.
Yeah.
The Avengers don't have that personal relationship with him.
But they nerfed Drax, so no, they don't.
Well, no, Nebula and Gamora grew up with him, though.
Yeah, but the whole thing about the Guardians of the Galaxy, though, is that Drax is basically his opposite. He's supposed to be the guardian of life.
Yeah, but
he's not that in.
I get you, but in terms of a personal relationship, doesn't Drax like have a vendetta against Thanos that he was talking about?
Yeah, didn't Thanos kill his family?
No, it was the other guy.
It was Ronan?
Ronan the Accuser.
Okay.
But then
it's weird because Ronan becomes like an Avenger.
Well, the Avengers has had run-ins with Thanos because Loki had the what's the name, and he got that from the Tesseract, and he got it from Thanos, didn't he?
He did get it from Thanos, but they have never had direct interaction with Thanos.
Well, and that's actually I thought they did. Oh no, you're right. It was all Chitauri. Yeah,
they didn't have any.
Wait, no, I thought he talked to him, and then the Chitauri guy was like, "You shut up when you're talking to Thanos."
Yeah,
they had a scene together.
They did have a scene together.
Well, I'm pretty sure that
the Guardians?
The Chitauri spoke to Thanos, and they relayed
it was an Avenger movie.
Their message to
There was
Loki.
Avengers 1, and then there was Avengers Age of Ultron. Which one?
It was the first one.
Avengers 1?
Because Loki was in the first one. Like, he was the one.
Yeah,
He was the main villain.
I don't remember him.
Loki's in it, Thanos is in it briefly too. But Thanos does not talk to.
Thanos is only in like an end scene credit.
Yeah, they do. They do talk.
Who talks?
I remember the scene. Like, he's talking to Thanos, but he's talking to the main Chitauri
right
guy.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about an Avenger to Thanos?
No, not an Avenger. Not an Avenger.
Loki.
But Loki.
Oh yeah, Loki. Yeah. I completely agree with you. Yeah. But what I'm saying is the Avengers don't have any interaction with Thanos thus far.
Oh no, but they have the gems though. That's their link. Is that they have the gems.
It's
Yeah,
just
and
not,
that's what
it's
he's
not
coming
direct.
for.
Yeah,
So
there's not.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this dude?" And he's like, "You're insignificant. I need my gems."
But you see, like
Caught that
Guardians
up.
have had direct interaction.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they know what he looks like. They know what he sounds like. They know what he's about.
Yeah, so he's gonna come to Earth. The Guardians will probably come to Earth and be like,
Is there only one gem left? Are we positive about that?
So, from what some people are surmising is that the last gem is in Wakanda.
Okay, and that's it. That's 6.
should have.
Yeah,
That's
and
number
so
6.
because in the trailer there's a Wakandan battle, and there's some Avengers in Wakanda.
Okay.
So,
So, wait, did any of you guys watch the bootleg or the leaked trailer?
Yeah, we did.
Is it the same as the one that was released yesterday, today?
No,
I didn't
it
watch
is
that
not.
trailer, but I heard that Thanos threw a moon or a planet or some shit.
Yeah,
that definitely was not in the trailer.
That's not in the trailer.
Oh, yeah, I
They're
forgot
literally they're not even the same. They're
Well, I mean,
like-
they showed Spider-Man having goosebumps.
There's like literally maybe like 3 seconds total that are the same, but compared to the leak footage and the trailer, not even close.
And real quick, I'm all the way on fucking board if he has a more visible Spidey sense. I'm fine with that. I think that's something that they should do.
Got goosebumps.
Goosebumps, make it more obvious is my point. That does not fucking mean that you can retcon Civil War and Homecoming from the standpoint of it being questionable.
You know,
And not very obvious. And I think even you, Stitch, got to say.
Don't need it to be obvious. We said it was
yeah.
already-
I know for you it didn't. But for me, it
need
needed
a
to be
visual.
more.
That's why.
For me,
and now you get a visual, so you can
and I'm
tap
fine.
in the fine.
And I will be fine with that.
wait,
You know what
the
I
way I
mean?
think they should do Spider-Sense is, you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Remember when the clown was like, when he was down in the sewer and he starts dancing for the kids, and his face is stationary, but the whole fucking room is like twirling, whatever? They should have fucking Spider-Sense. Because that shit was the creepiest, fucking coolest shit I've ever seen. Even though it was a cheap effect, but man, that shit was fucking still cool.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm here for it. I can't wait for it. They
Will it
already
come
got
out?
my money. May of 2018.
3rd, May 2nd,
May
4th.
4th. May 4th.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm
saying
fucking
fuck you, May 4th be with you. This is Marvel. Feel my dick.
Hating that.
Yeah, right,
No,
same-
that's all Disney.
Yeah, that's all Disney's
Same
dick.
umbrella.
Same Disney. Same
So it
company.
Don't matter.
matter.
It's a Marvel day. Marvel's dick. Hold it.
God damn.
Hold it, R2. D2.
Oh, god damn. Wait, now,
Stroke
in
it.
2 more weeks,
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Star Wars is going to be all up in everybody's ass.
Yeah,
Not nobody
pretty much.
watching that dumb shit.
Is
wanna
that
bet?
another? Is that a bet that I hear?
Yeah, man. Y'all go watch that movie 27,000 times if y'all want to.
God.
Yeah, probably will. 11 times.
I need another Star Trek movie.
Man, make up for that bullshit ass game they put out.
Wait.
Battlefront.
It's not about the game. It's about the controversy surrounding the game.
Attached to that bullshit ass franchise.
Damn.
Should we
The
touch on that?
disrespect.
Yeah, we touched on it a little bit last week.
Yeah, just like when you gonna try to play your Spider-Man game, find out it's shit.
Please.
That's going to be great.
Ain't no.
actually.
Like, oh,
You were-
how come I can't use this?
Everyone just walked away from
How
you
come
on
I
that
can't
comment.
use the Spider Sense? Why is this so shit?
Weren't you guys talking about that in the group today? Isn't like EA in fucking trouble? Like their stocks dropped
yeah.
like a few $1 billion or some shit?
Yeah.
3.2.
$3 billion. Drop it. All based on this game. and
Because
all
old Ninja ain't bought enough fucking in-game currency.
It's mainly because they're greedy and tried to triple down on the House of Mouse, and they got fucking smacked for it.
You bought it?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't buy microtransactions. That shit's disabled.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why you didn't buy them.
No, I don't buy microtransactions. I don't fuck with that shit.
I don't. I don't pay for pay to play.
Yeah, so
Unless it's like a skin, I might do that. But even a lot of times with the skins, you barely even fucking see them.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind the cosmetic bullshit. I don't buy it either, but I don't mind it. Actually, you guys want to get into this Epic Game stuff? Fortnite?
Yeah. So there was a huge controversy about Epic Games and a 14-year-old kid. Apparently, some people are trying to boycott Epic Games because of this, which I don't really understand because there was clearly somebody. I mean, they were both like kind of in the wrong, but one side was, to me, was clearly in the wrong. All right. So basically, what happened was there was this 14-year-old kid that was playing Fortnite, the Battleground like edition, the free-to-play
Battle
one.
Royale.
Yeah, it's based upon like player-unknown battlegrounds.
Yeah.
They even admitted it.
Yeah.
So-
It's a Battle Royale one just like that.
So this kid was live streaming, I think it was live streaming, and he was showing how to cheat at Fortnite.
shit.
So he was showing like these exploits, and then he was using like these, I think there were mods or something like that, to cheat at Fortnite. And so Epic, they did a DMCA takedown on the video because obviously that's against the terms of service. Can't be showing people how to cheat and shouldn't be cheating in the game. They're playing online, shit like that. So, but the kid decided to fight the DMCA takedown. 14-year-old kid. And so when you do that, you leave the person that's doing the DMCA takedown one of two choices. I don't think the kid knew this. Either they don't do anything at all, or they basically take you to court. So Epic decided to take him to court. And what I don't know is that I don't know if they knew that he was 14 years old. All right, so but either way, to me it doesn't really matter. The kid was against their terms of service, so they could still sue him legally. But I heard that they I guess released his name.
oh shit.
And I guess that's a big deal, right?
Yeah. You can't do that. Well, at least I think in this state, Delaware, one of these states,
Yeah.
that's against the law to
Depends on what it is.
for a minor or whatever to release that.
Because this is it's civil. So I know civil rules are different than criminal rules in terms of like protecting the identity of minors. And
Well, it's a different state too, so we don't actually know.
Yeah, that too. So it comes in a whole bunch of ifs and
Yeah,
thens.
that's kind of because like this, as you said, this is a civil case, not a.
Well, it's not criminal for sure. Yeah, but the thing is that the kid's mom decided to have a huge rebuttal against Epic, and she had this huge like spiel about it, where she basically kind of incriminated the kid in it. It's kind of dumb. Like one of the things that she pointed out was that, it said that in your terms of service that if you're underage that you need to have your parents' permission to play the game, and they're okay. It's like, well, I never signed that. Well, it's like, okay, well, your kid is again in the wrong because if he's playing a game without your permission, then
That means that someone.
Essentially, the parent can be sued.
Well, that means that someone.
it's so stupid.
If your daughter or son goes to the fucking school and just fucks up all the computers at the school, yeah, they're underage, they're minor, but you as a parent might be held responsible because, well, if civilly.
Yeah,
A
because
couple weird things though. I mean, I just over Thanksgiving break I tried playing this game, Fortnite Battle Royale. I'm almost positive you have to register and give your age. Now, obviously,
You put in a fake one, yeah.
you can put in a fake one or whatever, but one way or another, they either knew he was 14 or they knew he was a fake age. You know, but
No,
you can't.
no. How would you know somebody's a fake age?
Well, no, I'm saying they knew he was some age that he gave them.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You can't tell me, oh, well, we had no idea what his age was when you do have to register in order to play the game. I'm almost positive because they sent me an email about this, and I was like, yeah, you know,
Be like me suing like Leisure Suit Larry games back in like the 80s because I was able to hack through the password and figure out the Johnny Carson question.
The other thing is, I know it's technically like a third-person shooter, open world type of game. I can't remember because it was a free-to-play what the actual ESRB rating is on there.
Well, most online games
are usually rated M, but they don't rate
because they
online
can't rate.
interaction.
Yeah, you can't rate online interaction.
Well, I mean, but you can play.
Well, no, but that's why they have the.
Yeah.
That's why you need your parent or guardian to sign that.
But hold on, like I thought Overwatch was like T for teen, and that's a hero-based shooter.
But they don't rate the online interaction.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm just saying that's another online game. What is the actual ESRB rating of the game? Not the online interaction. I get that.
Yeah.
What is the actual rating of the game?
No idea. But I can tell you this, depending on your state, if you are a minor and they don't check your ID and they sell you the game, that is technically illegal.
But this is a free-to-play.
It is. It's T for teen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's T for teen. Yeah.
So it's not a mature game. And again, free to play. I'm just putting that out there too. There is a version where you could buy an actual disc or whatever, but the Battle Royale one is free. So, yeah, I mean,
still,
it sounds like he's a dumb 14-year-old. I get that. It also sounds like Epic is kind of petty too.
Well, this is the problem though. Like, it's like both ends are fucked up, right? So the kid definitely should not have fought it. Like, he should not have clicked, I'm going to fight this shit. Like, this is dumb, especially when you know you're cheating. Like, you're doing dumb shit, you got caught, ha ha ha, just let the fucking video go down. You fucked up.
I hear you.
You know, but then on the other side, I get what you're saying. If Epic knew how old he was, they definitely should not be. They can sue him, but don't fucking release his name.
But can't you remove the content too, or have it taken down?
But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get him to take it down, and he clicked the button that says that basically leave it up, and that left Epic with two choices: either do nothing or sue them to keep it taken down.
Okay, so you can't make them take it down in any other way, is what you're saying?
Well, that was the request. That's what they did.
Yeah.
They did the DMCA
He's
takedown.
contesting.
Yeah, and he's contesting it. He's stupid and he fucked up.
It's like when some of our YouTube videos get pulled because of content.
Yeah, we have to
Copyrighting.
click on the button that says that it's okay for copyright or whatever. So,
But I think what Epic should have done is they should have patched their fucking game and got rid of whatever exploit the kid
Why don't they
had
just
posted up.
permaban that dude? Does that shit not
That's what they
exist?
did. They
Good. Permaban him.
If
Any other game in your fucking library or future library, put him blackball his ass.
but what do you do about somebody that's disseminating how to cheat at your game?
Yeah.
We'll punish that kid.
Well, that's what they did.
What I'm saying, forever.
But wait. If he's been banned,
balls off.
how does he post up new ways of showing with video footage of how the cheating goes?
Right now, I don't know if he can.
He can take that footage and go on like not Vidmo.
He got a bunch of places.
Yeah, other places he can post.
Yeah.
Facebook, they don't fucking.
Of like other people's videos is what you mean?
No, he can
his
repost up his video.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it just got pulled from YouTube, and YouTube's like a fucking giant company.
Yeah.
But he can always post it up somewhere else.
Yeah, I ain't letting that kid play another game ever if I was that company. I'm like, nope, you gonna learn, and anything I could find to get his IP. Like he can't play any of our
damn.
games.
So the weird thing to me, like as a parent, like if my kid cheated at a game, it's like, okay, you fucked up. You shouldn't do that. Like you can't be cheating at games. Like these are the terms of service. Like I don't understand why the mom even got into this whole mess.
Is this the fight that we need to be having our backs for our 14-year-olds?
No,
Is this so important that we need to be
Hey,
fucking
fuck
pulling
them
kids
little
out of
kids.
school and be like, we going to war over this video game?
For me, this isn't like the kid was stealing from, a liquor store or even doing graffiti on the fucking bridge or something. I mean, wrong to do that. I get you.
But there was literally no monetary or any kind of consequences except for take this video down.
Yeah, I get you.
That was it.
But I wouldn't, just saying as a parent, I wouldn't flip out on my kid like they,
Oh, I wouldn't flip out on them. I'm just saying, like, hey, they took your video down. You were in the wrong.
Yeah, you should do that. I hear you on that. I also know that 14-year-olds in general are dumb. You know what I mean? Like, if you give them any type of attention for something, they're gonna be like, yeah.
20-year-olds are fucking dumb.
Exactly. So I'm like, eh. And the other thing is, if this 14-year-old was doing this, you can bet your ass especially with the popularity of this game, there's thousands of other people putting up cheating stuff all over the place.
They had a huge thing about getting rid of all the cheaters. So, and it's just the fact the reason why this one got notoriety is because the mom is fighting back.
Exactly.
The mom is going to lose in court. She's going to lose in court.
Put that.
You think it'll go all the way to that?
It's already in court.
Oh, it is in court.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was on its way. All right. Well, yeah.
Shit. I mean, I don't like
there's no way to win.
For the kid to be cheating. Like, I mean, I cheated in games before, like running some kind of like the Game Genie. That's fucking cheating in the goddamn game. I couldn't pass Contra.
Yeah, you paid money for the game, Genie.
Yeah, that was single player. That wasn't online.
Yeah.
Because essentially you ruin everyone else's experience when you're
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. That's fucking cheating.
Yeah, dude. Like people have been doing this since like the early Call of Duties. Fucking getting modified controllers, getting script shit. Like I remember playing Modern Warfare 2. This little kid had the FAL, which is semi-auto. This fucking little 14-year-old kid made it full auto. So he was fucking top of the leaderboard, fucking up everything in multiplayer. So fuck them little kids.
That's exactly why I let those little 14-year-olds know that it's not safe to be playing online games with me. And I'd be cursing them out, telling them words they never heard before, because they need to know that it's not a safe spot.
You know what?
This is for adults only. I'm gonna tell you some words and some things you need to go back to your parents and say so you get in trouble and get you banned off this game.
What games are you playing? Because the kids I play against be like, hey, I killed you, motherfucker.
Nah, y'all see me play Grand Theft Auto, I find kids and I bully them. I straight spawn camp those motherfuckers till they get offline. I'm like, good, go to bed.
Go night, nigga.
Go drink your milk out of your sippy cup.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. Go get your binky.
Damn. All right. Holy shit.
I remember my first online experience. I was playing, I think it was Call of Duty or some shit like that, and some kid was asking like,
oh yeah, I remember this.
How old chick has to be to get pregnant? He's like, yes, he thought he knocked up a chick or something like that. I was like, bro, she has her period, she can get pregnant. And I was like, probably not thing to be asking on, because first of all, first thing he asked was, is anybody old on here? And I was like, at the time I was like, I'm like 31 or 30 or something like that. He's like, yeah, you're old. And I was just like, well, what do you want? And he just asked me that question. I was like, dude. And then people are in the same. We're all trying to kill each other online. People just give them like bullshit answers, like, no, they can't. If they're this age, I'm like, no, bro. If they are bleeding from a period, they can get pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck out.
I
don't know shit about
bad
life.
Advice.
Yeah.
She can't get pregnant from doggy style.
Like if you stick it in her butt first and then stick it in her vagina, there's no way she'll get pregnant. No way.
Yeah, dude.
The UTI percentage goes way up.
Hey, kid, you got to spit on it first, and it sterilizes everything. She'll never get pregnant. Just
it'll make her sterile.
Napkins can replace condoms.
Use a sock.
Oh, hey,
Soaks it all up.
Yeah, hey, Vaseline, nothing in Vaseline. Just rub it all in Vaseline, then go in. That shit will fucking kill everything. She won't get pregnant that way.
You gotta feed the dolphins before you go out and play.
I heard if you take a steel rod and heat it up to like 1,000 degrees and then stick it up your dick hole, no way she's gonna get pregnant.
Damn.
No way.
I thought you were gonna go human centipede with the barbed wire.
Damn.
Take barbed wire, wrap around your penis, jam it in there.
No, that's what you do when you want to play Bloodborne. Jacking with that barbed wire.
Get good.
Get good at jacking with the barbed wire.
Nah. Actually, I wanted to switch gears a little bit. Yeah, y'all see this badass girl from Suits hooked up with Prince Harry?
And people was hating.
Oh, but you gotta pull this
They
shit.
was hating.
This is the slim, thick, baddest Redbone I done seen in a minute.
They've been dating for a long time now.
Yeah,
but the fact that they got engaged is fucking amazing.
Do you realize how much of that good she got to cuff royalty?
What's her name?
She put it on.
Meghan Markle?
Yeah, something like that. Let's see her.
She's hot.
So she's an actress on the show Suits.
Yes.
And she's been dating Prince Harry for a while. Now he's gonna marry her, and people are fucking losing their fucking mind.
And if the Queen ever dies, she would become the Queen, right? Because Prince Harry is the first in line.
They're probably gonna get rid of the monarchy after this. Yeah, she's a smoke show.
Yeah, I mean, just bad as hell.
They're gonna
Jesus Christ.
But Queen Elizabeth ain't gonna die though. She a vampire.
Dude, for real.
She
Well, I guess one of the big things is that since she's been divorced before, that's kind of like a no-no in their
Everybody's been
culture.
divorced before.
Yeah, but I mean, these are people known to fucking fuck their cousins and shit. So
no, Harry does not give a single fuck. He a real one. He got Black and Miles and that yak, and he just going after Red Bones and like, look, come here, shouty. You ever fucked in Buckingham Palace?
Some of those hate tweets that are going out are fucking like ridiculous. Like, there was one that said that like he could have went out and got like a Mercedes or some shit, but he decided to get like a
used Buick.
Used Buick. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
If you look at her, I don't care who the fuck you are. If you straight, you got to be like, that's a bad one right there.
hell yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And I don't know.
Yeah, so they're gonna get rid of the monarchy because they can't have darkies having the crown.
Well, no, they should got rid of it a long time ago because it's a quote unquote monarchy, but she doesn't run shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's more like what the fuck? I don't want to say for show.
Tradition.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean the UK is not the only place that has like a monarchy.
No, there's plenty of places.
Japan does. They have princes and princesses and shit.
Yeah, but like most of them
But they
that are
don't do
run
shit.
by the prime minister. Usually the prime minister is like the biggest head of state. Doesn't Italy as well? Do they have a king?
There's plenty of places with it. I mean, you know, we're kind of obviously out of we don't have the king stuff and the royalty, but and I didn't give a fuck. I will admit, I did not give a single solitary fuck about any of this royal bullshit. But I saw this and I was like, what the fuck is this hatred going on for no fucking reason? I was like, I don't watch Suits, but I need to see her busted open.
Yeah. Oh, Zamunda's got king and queen.
I can't find the tweets.
Also
But yeah,
Wakanda.
there were some fucked up tweets.
Yeah, there's some all bad.
Calling her a half-breed and shit and all kind of fucked
Using
up
the N-word pretty much.
They definitely. It kind of reminded me of the hate that like Serena got too when she hooked up with the.
Serena didn't give a fuck. I felt like she about to fight everybody.
It's the best way to get rid of racism. Fuck somebody that doesn't look at you.
Yep.
Good to go.
I mean, that's what like Romeo and Juliet was about. Like two families that hate each other, and they decided to get together, and there was kind of peace within.
They was teenagers though.
No, she was a teenager. He was like in his late 20s and shit.
Really? I thought
Yeah, if you go back and read the story.
Maybe I'm fucked up. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
A lot of old like plays and shit are about
They're
like
kinda-
old guys getting with young chicks.
Yeah, or there's some like more fucked up shit. Like Othello's pretty fucked up.
You talking about Matt Lauer or no?
Incest and
Oh shit!
I just heard
Talk about Bill
that
Cosby.
Wait, y'all heard about Matt Lauer though, right? Because apparently he got fired today.
On his day off?
Yeah, on his day off. But Variety posted in their publication today the actual like some of the shit that he actually did.
Well, he's accused of, but go ahead.
Yeah, but
thought
they're
just
saying,
one thing.
well, I guess they're doing a 2-month investigation where they question past and current employees, and three of them were apparent victims of his sexual exploits or
I'm
whatever.
going to go back to the same problem that I have with all the rest of them. Their accusations, they might be true. I don't fucking know. Please take them to court so we can know if they're true or not.
Hold on,
So-
I think
Why
there's
don't-
some physical evidence.
I think
There's no
one thing-
physical. There won't be accusations.
This would be
somebody would have won in
This
court.
this isn't a criminal matter, from what I understanding. This is somebody not acting appropriately on the job.
HR issue.
Yeah, now I don't know what was said, what was done, whatever.
It happened in Rio, right? During the Olympics?
I didn't.
That's what I heard.
I didn't hear any of the details. I haven't seen them post whatever it was.
Well, some of the shit.
If they got some sort of.
Well, some of the shit he was
HR
hooking
can
up.
fire you.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, HR can do whatever now.
Well, most of the shit that I heard is that like he was having sex with or he was having affairs with his coworkers, but it was agreed upon. Like it wasn't. He didn't rape nobody. It was a agreement between
Consensual?
two adults. Yeah, they were consensual. It was a
here's
consensual
one.
thing between two adults.
So apparently
But he smashed a bunch of chicks. I heard.
Not apparently.
Well,
allegedly.
Allegedly, he once gave a colleague a sex toy as a present and included an explicit note about how he wanted to use it on her, which left her mortified.
Can't write shit down, bruh. Rule number 1.
Yeah, no shit.
Signing your name to shit is the first way to get in trouble.
From Matt Lauer.
So,
Here's a picture of my dick and my face.
yeah. So on another day, allegedly, because I'm gonna insert allegedly because it doesn't say that there, he summoned a different female employee to his office and then dropped his pants, showing her his penis. After the employee declined to do anything visibly shaken, he reprimanded her for not engaging in a sexual act.
Wait, didn't Weston just do this? Like that one
Charlie
comedian?
Rose apparently was.
Yeah, wasn't he just busted for doing shit like that too? Jacking off in front of chicks?
Yeah, we do. Oh yeah, you weren't here for 2 weeks. Yeah,
But I'm saying like it's like the same fucking story.
Oh yeah, and there's one about the Olympics here. Let's see.
Maybe put it out there. I need evidence. I need to see the text messages. I need to see his phone number.
You want to see dick pics?
I agree with you, but I'm also of the mind that, if HR did their own internal thing and they want to fire an employee
Yeah, HR can fire you.
and pay them, pay him by his contract.
That's the problem too. The HR is not a fucking legal entity.
It isn't, but they do have investigations at most organizations from an HR standpoint around this topic.
Yeah, and if,
Oh yeah, for sure. But I would like to see things, a little more definitive than just HR.
They could be wrong.
so
I'm okay.
Well, I mean, no, I understand what you're saying though. I mean,
I'm okay with HR only, and I'm not talking about any criminal stuff. I'm only talking about HR from a standpoint of suspending and or firing.
Yeah.
And investigating when it's allegations of misconduct.
yeah. Well, if it's that thing, then it's in my opinion, like when it comes to shit like that, then honestly, that's usually between them and the company. You know what I mean? Like all this new public shit, like that's just between them and the company and the other person.
Yep.
Like this whole court of public opinion, I don't understand why people are appealing to that shit when it has to do with you, the company, and HR, whatever the fuck. You got the guy's fired. You know what I mean? It's like,
Maybe it's best not to just put it out there like that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
be like,
well, I think it's different because he's a public figure.
no, it's not different. It's not different.
So I mean,
I don't think the company put it out there that they were firing him. I think just news picked that shit up.
yeah,
that
Variety
he was getting fired.
picked it up and put it
Yeah.
up.
Well,
they had to get it from somewhere.
It's because they want to, give us more salacious information than what's really going on in the world. Like, North Korea wanting to bomb us and shit like that, or our fucking idiot president, or the fact that we don't have an answer to healthcare, or there's a whole bunch of other problems that we have in the United States and the world that are way more important than some fucking stupid ass celebrity that may or may not have fucking hit on a chick or, grabbed somebody's ass. Like, honestly, I don't give a shit about that. I really don't. And, for all the women out there that happened to, that by some famous person, I'm sorry, but I have way worse concerns in the world than what happened between you and him to affect me in my personal life. You know what I mean? That's what happened between you and them. Happened between you and them, and I hope you take care of it in the right way and they suffer the consequences if it was true. But other than that, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah,
All these people picking up all these fucking stories, it's because they're just they're blinding the sheep easily. Because there's way more important shit happening right now that we should be giving a shit about, but we keep getting all these fucking stupid ass stories when it should be staying between those two parties.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, it's funny, actually interesting you mentioned Donald J. Trump because he tweeted out about this whole situation. He says, wow, Mike Larry was just fired from NBC for inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace. But when will the top executive at NBC and Comcast be fired by putting out some fake news? Check out Andy Lack's
Wasn't
past.
his fucking show on NBC?
Well, and he had his anti-Muslim thing that he just tweeted out too. It's just like, dude, that That's for me. That's way more important than news. Way more important news.
You mean
know what I mean?
the Native American thing?
No, there's a thing about him tweeting
It
about
was,
some anti-Muslim shit.
Yeah, so
There's
it
a
was
thing
a
he
tweet
was
from
saying
England.
something
He
about the
retweeted
The
or
Pocahontas
liked
shit?
Called some girl Pocahontas, and then
Oh yeah, that was all bad. Ooh, check this out. Matt Lauer allegedly had a button installed in his office that would allow him to lock his office door without getting up from his
stop.
desk. That's some fucking.
Where are you getting this bullshit from?
This is from Variety.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's some James Bond shit. Just be like, click,
Sounds just
so
fucking
Mr.
Bond.
Bond.
Just ridiculous. Clickbait shit.
It's not pretty easy to do.
But
Yeah, that's fine.
secret sex slave.
Yeah, they're anti-Muslim videos. I'm not gonna watch the fucking video, but it's like, look, man, you can't. If you're the president of the United States, maybe not do anti-anything videos. You know what I mean? It's just like, I mean, let's just like. Actually, just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. Especially the position that he's in right now is just—he's a fucking idiot.
Well, we're supposed to separate government from religion,
state,
so
yeah.
So apparently he didn't read that part of his employee handbook.
HR gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, the weird thing
You're gonna get fired.
is that for some reason, this is one of the things that I have a problem with like when people talk about Muslims, they always equate like anti-Muslim rhetoric with like being a racist. It's not racist. Like you having a problem with a religion is not racist.
It is.
It's not.
It is anti. Well, I hear what you're saying because there are many different ethnicities and nationalities under the
on the
banner.
smart aspect of it, yes.
Yeah.
Most people just assume brown is Muslim.
But it's,
Yeah.
those are fucking idiots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most people aren't even smart enough to equate.
I hear you, and he's done a lot of racist shit too. Anyway, but there seems to be nothing but scandal after scandal, literally every fucking day.
Well, since we were talking about that whole thing, you guys know about Naya Rivera, the hot Latin chick from Glee?
My girl from Glee that I never watched?
Yeah, Glee that you got on DVR and could quote fucking half the songs.
She got arrested recently for domestic battery for hitting on her husband.
So you know that chick is crazy as fuck, right?
That shit happens a lot.
Yeah.
But she been crazy. Remember, this is the same woman who Big Sean did the song about.
That's
Little
her?
stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
That's her?
Yeah.
That's this chick.
Is that the picture of her? No, I need to see what this girl looks like.
this chick is
Crazy
hot.
pussy's good pussy, but this bitch is
No.
bitch is crazy.
Wait.
What was her name?
Big Sean writes a lot of songs about this
Naya
ex-girlfriend.
Rivera?
Naya, Naya Rivera.
Did we talk about the chick that had the whole the sex dungeon shit or whatever the fuck?
Yeah. She was
The chick
bad.
was small,
Santana
small.
on Glee. Crazy. Crazy as all get out.
Dude, she was so fucking
She's
hot,
pretty bad,
though.
Hold on. What was it?
She looks like a Kardashian.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, if you got any vids of her shitting or you know.
Damn.
But yeah, apparently she was she went to Thanksgiving with her husband, and I guess she had been drinking, and they were walking with her father-in-law, and I guess they got into an argument about how to raise her kid, and she just started swinging on him, or I don't know if she had an object or something.
Throwing them bows?
That's her mugshot.
That's a sad.
Look at her face. I've made bad decisions.
Smile, girl.
Yeah, where's the couch at?
But I bet you she will still serve 40% less of a kind
she
of
ain't get.
than any man.
She getting a slap on the wrist at best.
Put on diversion.
Well, the thing,
Be like, all right, if you get in trouble again, then you'll get probation, maybe.
Yeah.
the shit that kind of pissed me off is that, so like I work from home a lot, and I just have I watch the morning news, and I just leave the TV running, and this man chick was talking about the whole thing.
Man chick?
Wendy Williams.
Oh!
She was talking about the whole incident.
That's Prodigy's girl right there.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
The thing that was fucked up is that because the husband recorded everything with his phone, so there's like evidence of her being abusive. And Wendy made a comment like, "Oh,
you gotta do.
She should have grabbed his phone and threw it into the water. There's always these lakes and stuff and blah blah wherever there are." And I'm like, she just basically told a woman how to get away with fucking abusive stuff. If it was a fucking guy who did that shit, she'd be like, "Oh, blah blah blah, like you can't be doing stuff like that. Like the evidence is proven." That shit just fucking irritated me.
Yeah, I can't watch Wendy Williams.
Well,
Fuck that bitch.
she also speaks to her audience, which is 90-something% thoughts.
Dude, she needs to work on her legs, man. She has some skinny ass fucking legs.
Can't stand that thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a man. I'm just saying.
All right, you want to do your?
Oh, Ninja said it.
Yeah, I did say it. Wendy Williams is a man. I'm just saying.
That was Old Ninja, by the way.
We're gonna move on to. We gonna talk about the Punisher? Is everyone fucking?
Actually, no. This next part of the podcast is brought to you by Loot Crate. If y'all watching the podcast right now on video selection, whatever, I'm wearing a really cool Voltron shirt. It looks like a Christmas sweater. It's pretty dope. I got that in this month's Loot Crate. It also came with a what was it? It's a Widowmaker pop vinyl. So yeah, it's pretty dope. What Loot Crate does is they're a mystery box service, and they send to you every month for one low monthly fee a random box of nerdy stuff. It's basically like getting Comic-Con in a box. You will get yourself a nice cool t-shirt like the one I'm wearing, some sort of toy, and also other sorts of knickknacks. If you look around the room, you can actually see a bunch of like Loot Crate stuff in the room. So, yeah, it's a pretty great service. And they also have different themes of services. They have loot anime scenario. They have ones that are themed, like Halo crates, Mine Chest, Fallout. And they also have things from like film and TVs, like Stranger Things, stuff like that. So, and also if you, their base service is just called Loot Crate. It's pretty cheap. I think I pay like $13 a month for it.
Yeah, it's probably just the price of a shirt.
Yeah, it's the price of a shirt, and you get extra stuff more than a shirt. And they also have different tiers of services. Like, say if you don't have $13 a month, you can get their lower tiered service, which is called Lootwear, which I think is around $7 a month, $7 or $8 a month, and they send to you some sort of a wearable product every month, like a T-shirt or socks or something like that. And they also have Loot DX, which is like it's a Loot Crate, but it has higher quality items and more items in it. That's obviously more expensive. And every month that you're a part of Loot Crate, you're in a drawing every month for what's called the Mega Crate, and you will get big box items like TVs and consoles and stuff like that. So it's a pretty great service. It's great if you're a nerd or a hoarder or whatever. If you go to trylootcrate.com/BTI, you will save yourself 10% on any new subscription. Once again, that is trylootcrate.com/BTI to save yourself 10% on any new subscription. And now on with the show. Did we just lose both of them?
Yeah,
they both
HR called.
Wow.
So HR called Prodigy and Stitch. Something must have went down.
Both had to be home.
We want to talk about Black Friday, which passed this past Friday.
What do you want
And
to talk
Cyber
about?
Monday.
So, is there anything that? Well, yeah, I guess Cyber Monday too. But is there anything y'all picked up during Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
I have stuff on the way. I had to get another vacuum because my Dyson DC-14 is acting up. It doesn't suck that well.
What the hell?
It went from suck to blow.
Yeah. I got a couple of other small items. I bought a new phone, but it wasn't like a Black Friday price. I got the OnePlus 5T, which I did a unboxing video
what
for.
What is that exactly?
It's a phone, dude.
Yeah,
It's a Google phone, right?
It looks like no. It's from a company called OnePlus.
Oh, okay.
And basically, what they do is it's a flagship phone for like half the price. Like basically, I have the same internals as like any modern Android smartphone. Like it's got a Snapdragon like 835. It's got a Adreno 540. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, which is huge. It's got 128 gigs of internal storage. It's got 2 cameras in the back. One's a 60 megapixel. The other one's 20.
Okay, so
It has portrait mode.
Camera, yeah,
it has like the facial recognition shit. It has basically, and it's got a 18:9 screen. If y'all are watching right here, it's a really tall screen. So
8 gigs of fucking RAM.
yeah, like it's a fucking great phone. I used to have the OnePlus 2, and that one was great, but after a while, it ended up kind of fucking up. So I'm going with the Galaxy Note 5, but this is a replacement so far, and I really like it. Like it has like the fingerprint sensor on the back, which is great. It works really good. The one thing that's like I guess a downside is that the screen is only a 1080p screen, which people will complain about, but I don't really understand the complaint because
it's a small screen.
Yeah, it's a small ass screen. Like y'all are trying to get all these fucking pixels on this small ass screen, but honestly, most people can't tell the difference between a 1080p screen on a phone and a 4K screen on a phone because of the pixel density.
Yeah,
like, there's just too many fucking pixels on that fucking screen. And if you get a 1080p display on your phone, you save battery life. So because it's that many, it's like half the pixels.
Yeah.
Actually, less than half the pixels that you have to illuminate.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking number crunching.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
4K.
picking out the Note 8. I know Stitch has it,
Yeah,
and I've been kind of looking through because
It's so expensive though, man.
yeah, it's $940 for it, $940 for it.
Bruh.
This phone that I paid for, like seriously, is still under $600.
God dang.
I don't know.
Like you can
Dude,
buy
that's-
like the one that's 64 gigs. It's $500.
Yeah, that's like the phone I got 2 years ago. It was
Yeah.
base price $600.
That's how I was done with paying that fucking. Once I got to like $1,000, I was like, fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
that's all bad.
Well, back in the day, like companies would
Under
subsidize
contract
them.
too, right? 'Cause you're-
No.
Subsidized, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Back in the day, you would have a contract because you had the company would subsidize the phone. But now, since they got rid of that, a lot of companies don't do contracts anymore.
So you can still do it though. There's companies that'll finance the phone for you. So I have Ting, and even Ting does it. Like you can finance your phone through another company.
Well, I mean, like companies would do it; they'll finance the phone, but they pretty much break the price of the phone up and add it to your bill. So basically, you're paying for the phone, like
that's the way
breaking
it
off the
was
phone.
anyway.
But once you paid off the phone, then your bill drops. The price of your bill drops, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm definitely looking at the 8. I'm also looking at maybe that one phone, fucking the one, the gaming phone that you talk about. Yeah, the Razer phone. Because holy shit, it's getting like hella good reviews.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna get that phone until it was like no headphone jack. I was like, you know what, you can go fuck yourself.
Man.
This has a fucking headphone jack. So this is basically the main reason why I got this phone. It's because of the fucking headphone jack, and the specs were really good.
Did you see that one phone that has dual screens? It almost looks like a DX.
Yes,
That's
yes.
pretty fucking dope too.
That is dope. You should definitely look into this phone though.
I'll look into it.
Seriously, it's like half the price of what you're probably going to pay for those other phones. Actually, the Razer phone is reasonably priced, and the Razer phone has a really great screen. It has a 120 hertz refresh rate, which is the fastest of any U.S. phone.
But no 3.5 millimeter jack.
Yeah, that was a bummer. And I was like, dude, don't give me that fucking USB-C bullshit that I need to fucking put in a dongle. Fucking dongles are like from the 90s.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Fucking, you're trying to move forward, but you're also rolling back. What the fuck?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like people still use headphone jacks.
Yeah.
Well, I know the Note 8 still has the headphone jack.
Yes, but it's $1,000 phone.
Yeah, but then also it's the battery on the Note is actually smaller than the Samsung Galaxy 8 Plus.
Yeah.
I think it's 3200 megahertz.
This one has a longer battery life.
Yeah, but they were saying that the reason that they probably did that is because what was happening with the 7s, how they were catching on fire.
All they had to do is just look. Samsung, error the goddamn cell maker out there. Go back to the fucking detachable back where you can take the fucking battery out. Y'all would have saved yourself millions, maybe even billions of dollars by doing that, because if you have a fucking battery that is problematic, instead of having to recall all your fucking phones, you can just send them all new batteries. Like, it's so fucking dumb that they decided to hop on the bandwagon with stupid ass fucking Apple with their stupid designs by having a sealed phone. Like, it's so dumb to me.
Yeah.
This is a sealed phone too, but pretty much any phone nowadays is fucking sealed.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, what new phone won't let you take out the battery?
Yeah, it's
or
just-
will let you, I should say.
I used to love walking around with an extra battery because it was so much easier just to flip it in and out, you know?
Yeah, so
Well,
that
makes
walking
sense
around
now.
a battery pack,
Yeah,
a power bank all the time.
Now everybody has battery packs because you can't take out your fucking phone. So, Blue, did you pick up anything?
No, I don't fuck around with Black Friday. I went out 1 year for Black Friday and damn near fucking died. Dude, like, kid you not. And a lot of the times when the companies have like specials on shit, they only have like maybe 4 or 5. So if they have like a fucking HD TV for sale for $100, there's only like 3 or 4 of them, and usually they're already fucking gone.
All their shit TVs.
Yeah, are they shit TV? So I don't even. And when I went out for Black Friday, I went to Best Buy, and they had a fucking nice ass laptop for like $300, and normally it was like maybe about $1,500. But that shit was already sold out before the store even opened, because what they do is they go down the line and they give like tickets to people who wants to purchase that, and once they give it to the 15th person, that's it. Like, they're all, we're out, we're not gonna have these anymore. So I'm like, okay, I gotta try to get something. But when the doors fucking open, fucking people were flooding in there. Like, one woman kept running over my foot with her fucking cart, and I was like, there's no fucking reason for Black Friday, really.
Yeah, my time is too fucking pricey for Black Friday. Like, honestly, I went to Fry's on Black Friday because all I needed to get was a fucking DVD drive for my daughter, and I went in there and I was like, oh, okay, it doesn't look too bad, and I got what I needed, and I went to go check out, and the fucking line was so goddamn long. I was like, it would take me at least 45 minutes to an hour to get out of this fucking line. I'm like, you know what, to me, my time is worth money. Yeah. So I ended up going to like Central Computers and getting like the same thing, and there was no fucking line.
It was really interesting. I went to Fry's today and I bought something, and I asked the guy, like, like, "Oh, hey, how was your guys' Black Friday?" He thought it actually wasn't that busy. I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like, yeah, there wasn't many people in the store.
At Fry's?
Yeah, Fry's for their Black Friday.
Which one?
One in Sunnyvale.
Okay, the one in Fremont was Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, sure?
In the store, it didn't look that bad. Like when you're just walking around like trying to buy shit, there was hardly anybody. But then when you went to the line, it was like the line, like you've been in that one, right? It went all the way through, back around, all the way down to like the end where the line's supposed to start, and then went down into like the other aisles. I was like, fuck that noise.
I think with that, that's probably fucking badge management. They didn't have enough fucking cashiers. Because before, remember how Fry's used to have like hella fucking cashiers?
Oh, they did.
They split that shit in half.
They had 20-something, it was more than 20 cashiers.
Oh, okay. Because I remember Fry's used to have like 2 rows of fucking cashiers.
Oh, yeah.
They really cut that in half, but then they cut it in half again by
Actually,
updating their shit.
I think you're right. They did cut it in half. Yeah, because they used to have like, I think like 50.
Yeah, they used to have fucking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
actually, I went and picked up some shit.
What'd you pick up?
I picked up a bunch of games, actually. So I got, what was it, Ghost Recon, the latest one, for like $20.
Hey, did you pick up some of those Xbox exclusives?
No, but I didn't pick up any
they don't fucking
PlayStation.
exist.
Yeah, they do actually, because Quantum Break's an exclusive and it was on sale, but I didn't pick it up.
Why not?
Because I didn't give a shit.
Is it possible that it was garbage?
No, Quantum Break's actually pretty
then you
decent.
should've
But
got it.
I wasn't really. I thought about it, but I was like, there's particular games that I wanted because I got Resident Evil 7, which was advertised for $30 and it was on sale for $19.99.
Wow.
And then I got, what was it? Like I already said, Ghost Recon, and then I picked up the new Burnout or the new Need for Speed. Sorry.
Did you buy it in store or you bought it through?
I bought it
like,
in
Cyber-
store, and I
Cyber-
went to Best Buy. So I didn't wait in line. I went at 8 o'clock because they opened at 5 Thanksgiving night. And when I got there, it was still kind of crazy, but they had a shit ton of inventory. Like they had like built like little like Christmas tree displays at a PS4s and Xboxes. So if you wanted one, you just pick one off the little display. The displays weren't high; they're like maybe 2 feet high or whatever. You just pick one off the top, get in line. Like they had the registers in the back going, and like people didn't realize that you could buy in the back of the electronics section. Everyone's going up front. The front had a line that snaked through aisles. They had literally people like. People moving, sheep herding them through the registers, and I just went to the back. And they had a line. They had a dude with this like he had like a cell phone hooked up to a pad. If you have your credit card, just swipe it. Done. Log out. I literally waited in line for 15 minutes.
They basically pulled an In-N-Out. You know, like In-N-Out has that person that takes your order at the beginning.
Yeah. It was kind of like that. It was pretty awesome. But they had a shit ton of games. I was surprised at everything that they advertised. They had like triple the amount of inventory. Like there were still copies of like almost everything.
This is Best Buy, right?
Yes, at Best Buy. The only games that I saw that they were kind of out of was Horizon Zero Dawn and Call of Duty, the latest one. Those were like pretty much sold out on both systems. So everything else they had.
You know what? I feel that Amazon, their site gets fucking confusing for Cyber Mondays. Like it's hard to tell exactly what's on sale and what's not. Like,
Wait, do they have a Cyber Monday page?
they have a Cyber Monday page, but it's so fucking like you can't find what you're looking for that will be on sale for Cyber Monday. Like everything is kind of bundled together. Because I went on there to try to find something that I'd be interested in for Cyber Monday, or maybe it was just because they didn't have anything I liked. But it just seemed fucking confusing for me.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't have an Amazon account, so I don't know. Usually I have someone will be on Amazon and be like, hey, there's this deal in there. I'm like, hey, can you buy this for me? I'll just give you cash.
You know what's really cool though? What Amazon did for Alexa is that they made it so if you have an Alexa device and when you have a Prime account or if you have Amazon account with Alexa, you can ask Alexa where your package is. But what they did for the holidays is that when Alexa before she would tell you exactly what's coming, they'd be like, oh, your Nintendo Switch is coming on this that you order on this date is coming on this Friday, blah blah blah. But what they had to do is that they took that part out. So Alexa wouldn't tell what the item was. It just tells you when it's coming, which I thought was fucking genius for them to do that.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And like they even told me about it, and I was like, that's dope because it's probably some shit that you're gonna get that's for somebody else.
What's also cool they added to Alexa is that you can actually program it to recognize people's voices. So like if you have a family of like 2 or 3, and yeah, they just recently done it. I saw it on Facebook, and I actually went through and added my voice to it. So now once you add your voice to it, you can be like, Alexa, like play my favorite song, and it will play your favorite song. And then like say if your wife wants to hear her favorite song, she can say, oh, Alexa, play my favorite song, and then it'll switch over to her song. Like Alexa now knows has voice recognition, which is kind of cool. So if you have one, look on your phone. It's under settings under voice control.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll do that because Kamek listens to different shit than me.
Yeah.
And so like every now and again I'll say Alexa play, and they'll put on some fucking bullshit I don't want to hear.
Like Tay Tay.
I'm thinking about buying another Alexa. I mean, I know she was on sale for Black Friday, but I'm thinking about buying another one for having the room.
I bought another Fire TV.
You buy the TV or a stick?
The stick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for this TV.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, dude.
It was like $25. So.
Oh, right on. All right. So we gonna talk about some shows, or we gonna maybe wrap?
Did you guys talk about Punisher last week?
No,
we talked about. Yes, we did. We talked about episodes 1 through 4.
Did we?
Oh, okay.
So you haven't watched that far. So yeah, we'll talk.
Oh yeah, we did talk about 1 through 4 because Quan was here.
Yeah. We'll wait till you're done, Blue. Because what do you think so far? You want like episode 2 or 3?
Episode 3.
All right.
So far this shit is fucking great. I mean, it's kind of slow, but I guys were talking about how it's slow the first few episodes, but a lot of their movies or all of Netflix shows kind of start kind of slow. But yeah, him fucking up people is like goddamn. Like the first episode I was watching, and like he's fucking smashing down a concrete wall with a sledgehammer, and a fucking guy comes up to him talking shit. It's like, and I was like, who the fuck talks to a guy with a sledgehammer? And then Kronos in the chat was like, oh yeah, somebody with a gun does. And I'm like, they don't have no fucking gun. But then later on in the scene, fucking they did have guns, and still they didn't fucking matter. He took those motherfuckers out with a sledgehammer. It was fucking great.
Yeah, he's all like, oh, what are you doing? He's all, I'm looking for a good fit for this.
But then again, that kid fucked up though. Who goes to a goddamn robbery with a goddamn wallet? I mean, I understand what he was saying, like, oh, in case you get stopped by the police and we can look all nonchalant, but his fucking wallet fell out of his pocket, opened up to his ID in front of a bunch of fucking mobsters that they were robbing.
Yeah, well, he paid the iron price.
He sure he fuck did.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
But yeah, so far I really wish I would watch it earlier before, but the week it came out, I was too busy to watch it.
Yeah,
it's fucking good though.
It's really good. Yeah.
It gets bloodier. I'll tell you.
But then also,
yeah, it does.
But then also I started watching Big Mouth, which Kronos was talking about on Netflix. I've never laughed so fucking hard on a goddamn episode. Holy shit. The masturbation monster is fucking hilarious. And then like, what was it? The menstruation monster comes out too?
Well, they're both the hormone monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're you haven't watched it on Netflix?
Not yet, no.
Dude, it's
oh my God.
fucking funny.
I was gonna start last night.
Like the series starts off with the kids watching a video about the woman's anatomy, the reproductive anatomy or whatever.
Yeah.
And the boys are like, oh, I didn't know it was called that. I thought it was called like a vagina or whatever. And then all of a sudden this kid table starts shaking and this fucking monster pops out. And it's the character is fucking hilarious. So the voice of the masturbation monster is
Hormone Monster.
Hormone Monster. It's played by actually no. I thought it was Jordan Peele, but he plays the voice of somebody else.
Yeah. I think it's Nick Kroll or something like that.
Yeah, I think Nick Kroll's one of the kids.
Well, I know it's based on his life and somebody else's life that's in the show.
Holy shit.
But I know the chick from Saturday Night Live is the voice of the menstruation or the female monster.
Yeah, well, she was also in Idiocracy.
Yeah. But this show, man, that fucking animation is hella fucking fun. And it's so accurate, too. Like, a lot of the shit they talk about, like, yeah, I was a kid, I thought that way.
Yeah, it's like, let me figure out. Yeah, it is. Nick Kroll is the hormone monster for the guy, and the girl's name is Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, Maya Rudolph.
Oh, shit, Maya Rudolph's in this shit?
Yeah.
That's hella fun.
Dude, you can watch one episode and you be fucking hooked. It's so fucking, and watch that shit high, because holy shit, I watched it high and I was fucking dying. Like I literally fell asleep watching it just because it was just so goddamn funny. But I just kind of wanted to watch more. Yeah, it's a great fucking show.
Yeah, like it was an easy binge because they're only 30-minute episodes, and I forget how many there are. But yeah, it was really good.
Right on. Blue, are you watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when it starts on Friday?
Dude, I can't wait. Because on YouTube, they had like a 17-minute sneak peek of the first episode. And it was actually really good. It was really good. I wish I kind of forgot where they left off at, but some weird shit's fucking going on, and I don't really understand what the fuck's happening.
They literally left them off in space. That's literally what happened. And then that's where they're like, oh, how do we get into space? So I guess they're going to spend the whole season trying to figure out how the fuck they got in space. Do you see the creature? That thing was pretty fucking gnarly looking.
They showed it?
Yeah, they showed the fucking creature bust out. It literally murders the dude by stabbing its, like, hand through the dude's face, pulls him back, and then it comes out. And it looks like, they call them roaches, but it's like super gross looking.
I wonder if they're going to tie in the Inhumans, like, because I know they mentioned how there's somebody in the video they had said that, oh, you know, I thought S.H.I.E.L.D. had like a base on the dark side of the moon.
Oh, that's right.
Which is where the Inhumans are.
They said that twice. Yeah. A few times. So.
But Inhumans on Fox, right? Is Inhumans Fox or CBS?
I don't even fucking know. I didn't watch that bullshit.
No, Inhumans ABC. It's all Marvel. It's all Marvel.
It's fucked up because I'm like an Inhumans fan. Like, I get the comics, but
I literally watched the first 2 episodes and I kind of stopped.
Dude, I haven't heard anything about it since then. Yeah, like, is it still running?
It's fucking garbage.
Yeah, it's like literally 10 episodes in or more.
Dude, I'm mad that the Runaways are on Hulu.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
I got Hulu. I gotta watch that.
Yeah,
I heard it's pretty good.
I haven't seen any of it yet.
Isn't Hulu paid service though?
No idea.
Okay.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm surprised they have it on there, not like Netflix, but maybe in Runaways, or I guess maybe not Disney, if it's on Hulu.
No, it's still Marvel, and Disney owns Marvel, so.
I mean, they own Spider-Man, owned by Marvel, but it's Fox.
Well, yeah, but.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder who owns Hulu.
Well, they're still getting paid though.
Yeah.
They own the character still.
So.
Anyway, let's wrap this one up a little bit early.
All right.
You all cool with that?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, Old Ninja, what you got?
So I'm probably gonna try to check out this Big Mouth stuff sometime soon, and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is back on Friday, so I have it DVR'd. There's a 2-hour season premiere Friday night, so I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna try not to die because I've been really sick, and then play more.
You're sick, and you came over to my house, and I have a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I didn't.
That's why I wasn't here.
Yeah, no, but I touched my computer. I didn't touch anything else. I haven't been in the bathroom yet either. So, but yeah, and then playing more Battlefront 2. There you go.
Sorry. Blue, what you got?
All right, so over the last 2 weeks, like the reason why I was gone because first of all I was sick and I want to come to a house and get everybody sick. But last week I went to LA to see my dad's side of the family, so I got to hang out with them. But one cool thing that happened was I got to meet my niece and nephew, my brother's kids, who so far I knew my dad for about 8 years now, and I never met his kids. But these kids were fucking funny, dude. He's like this one little girl. It's like I was like, all right, you're my favorite because she's like, oh, you know, she asked me if I want anything to drink. I'm like, can you make me a margarita? And she's like, I don't know how to make a margarita, but I can make an old fashioned. I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here, really? She's like, yeah, like, but it's funny because my brother and his wife doesn't drink, so she must have learned it from her uncle, whatever. But I was like, if you know how to make one, she's all, but they didn't have alcohol in the house, so she didn't make one. But she said they couldn't. She knew how to make one. But yeah, this weekend, so I've been reading the Batman Metal comics, and so far they're fucking amazing. Holy shit! Like I can't get enough reading them. So I'm still reading that. I was gonna try to play Zero Horizon Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Damn, I always fuck that shit up. But I'm gonna try to play that because I'm gonna try to download the DLC and try to play the winter version and see how that goes. Cause I never actually passed the game. I don't know, for some reason I just stopped playing, but I'm gonna definitely try playing that. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna be going to Louisiana with the Sweetness in a couple of weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'll talk more about that when it happens. But
get ready to see human feces in the street. It's gonna be great.
No less.
All right, and me, today was my youngest daughter's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool. She turned 1 year old today, and a year ago we were in Dallas, Texas with her. So, yeah, it's been
a year.
Yeah, it's been a year already. And next week we finalize our adoption, so that should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. Finally, getting everything finalized. Also, last week was cool. You know, Thanksgiving was last week, and my oldest daughter was here, so that was great. And I got to work on my car pretty soon so I can pass smog. Other than that, I ain't got shit. Oh, Ninja, do the thing.
All right, you can check us out on Twitter where we're very active at BThanBTI. That's at BTHANBTI. Check us out on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars, Stitcher, Player FM. You can check out our Facebook page at Black and Black Times Infinity. You can check us out on our official website, binheadproductions.com/BThanBTI. Also, we have an Instagram account. Just look up BThanBTI. You will see us there. Check out Cronus' Comics Pool. You can possibly see Blue's Tiny Batman Adventures, Tiny Thanos. No?
Tiny Batman's not on there.
God
He has his own Instagram account.
God dang it. There you go.
You won't see no ashy dick pics on there, though.
How do we know?
I don't.
Hey, plants on the future.